Yeah.
Yeah. I just did not dare. You go ahead, Logan.
Do you want me to do the recap?
Yeah. You may.
Okay. When last we left our party, they'd set up their plan to have decoys appear at Far Ward and picked up the sonic oscillator. The party teleported to Dragon's Rest and joined in an in-progress war meeting between the Queen and several of her advisors. There were divided opinions on whether the Queen should stay hidden or if she should join the attack on Ildragthil, but eventually, with the party's encouragement, it was decided that the Queen would be joining the party along with her royal guards, the Umbral twins, Cavor and Evers, who I realised sort of after last session, I literally never said their names out loud.
I was going to say, I don't remember hearing about them.
Yeah. I just kept calling them the twins. I never actually said their names. It's Cavor and Evers. During this conversation, the Queen had to take a sidebar to explain the dragon, birds, and the bees to the party. And after that, Salafar lent the party an amulet that would protect them from divination magic so long as they stayed together, which I believe Risu attuned to. And Yolya attuned to Crimson Bane, the powerful spear that they'd collected from Range Watch. The party spent several days on foot while coordinating with their allies via sending spells and sleeping in Erland's magnificent tavern. During this time, Art used his innate shape-shifting several times, eventually being a dwarf and then an elderly human, and finally ending up as a turtle. Now with Ildragthil in sight, the party readies themselves to fight while they await the signal to begin the attack. And I will set the stage for you. Just give me a moment to put some music on. Let's give you, something light-hearted to start with before we get into, the Death March.
Parts of the Caribbean theme song.
What was I going to ask? Oh, Logan.
Yes.
Just a quick query. With the Crimson Bane, what did we say it was strength based, wasn't it, rather than?
Yes. Does it say whether it's once per turn it does the extra damage?
Let me have a look what it says on the.
I know all of the other weapons that do a similar thing are once per turn, so that sounds fair.
Yeah. +3 attack with damage rolls, and once per turn it will deal an extra 3d6 piercing damage to a creature within the dragon tag, such as a wyvern or a true dragon.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. But yes, spears are strength based.
Okie doke.
If there was anyone else interested in wielding it, I would have considered maybe making it finesse just so that it's more people have the option of wielding it. But I think Yolya is already objectively the best person to wield it, and your strength is fine for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it needs a respec to being finesse. Matt, if you have a look at your character sheet, I think I put in your class page what your attack bonus will be for the sonic cannon. Underneath your spell attack.
I don't think so. Class page, did you say?
Yeah. So you see it says spell attack +8 to hit. Beneath it, sonic cannon +7 to hit.
Oh yes, sorry. Yeah.
So whenever you want to attack with a sonic cannon, it is d20 +7 to hit.
Okay. Oh, damn. Yeah, fair play.
Because you get to add your Drac of all trades to the chance to hit.
Yeah. Oh, Logan.
Hello.
I've just remembered, with the Crimson Bane being a versatile weapon as is a spear,
Yep.
how are we going to work in terms of if I use it two-handed?
If you want to use your martial arts as
I have to roll it
bonus
one-handed,
action,
won't I?
it has to be one-handed. I think is fair.
Yeah. That's fine, just double checking.
I know that, realistically, you could just let go with one hand in order to punch, but there's a game mechanics reason to things being one-handed or two-handed.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I just was trying to remember what was the reason why we what we reasoned on it, but that's fine.
Okay. To set the scene, you have all rested for the final night a couple of miles southwest of Ildragthil. You can see the ruined stone walls of the city, just sort of on the edge of the... I think at this point you can sort of see it's not really a clearing so much as it is there's just like scorched earth surrounding the city from when the dragons attacked it. You also the door for the magnificent tavern is sort of a few like I don't know, maybe 20 meters back into the forest, sort of obscured from view. The Queen and the Umbral twins have awakened early and have been. The Queen has been sort of sketching up a rudimentary map of the city based on intelligence that she's got. And just to remind you, the current plan is you're waiting on sending spells from Farward in order to say that things have begun over there, and obviously you will be waiting for all of the dragons that Ildragthil is currently crawling with to leave the place and go attack Dragon's Rest. Ott, you come downstairs as a turtle. I think we decided you have like clothes for each of the different things you can turn into.
If I'm walking down, if I'm a big beast, big looking beast, will I struggle to get through small areas, or does a dragon-sized animal, or dragon-sized me, still squeeze through a person-sized door?
I mean, mechanically, you don't really change at all. I would say size categories change, but I believe turtle counts as a medium creature, which is the same size as a human.
Okay, so I'm not going to get stuck in any doorway.
Obviously, you're no longer halfling-sized, which was small, but you're now medium. In terms of like RP, you are clearly like bigger than a human. You're wider. You have a rigid shell. But mechanically, the change is cosmetic. But like, I think this time the Umbral twins have like seen you transform enough times that they don't like reach for guns and tell you to name yourself. It's like, oh, it's Ott again. You turned into a strange turtle creature this time.
One day it's gonna go not in our favour, and they're gonna think, oh, it's just Ott, and then it's the best trouble.
Yeah, like some assassin has wandered in.
Don't think about that.
I'll try not to.
What sort of breakfast is available, Matt?
Well, it's your
In your
classic
town.
ye olde, full English. No, it wouldn't be. What would it be? A full Duskwatch breakfast.
Okay.
Eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Magical sausages,
Meat, eggs.
Yeah, kind of.
Hash
But
browns.
cooked very awfully.
Oh, okay.
Awfully cooked. Like it's just dripping with grease everywhere. Like unnecessary amounts.
Mhm.
No sauce. No sauce.
The dragons
sorry.
are
Don't have
loving
any
it.
more.
There's like grease stains on the map from where they've been eating like bacon and eggs just over the map while they've been working on it.
Yeah. Damn. Well, at least they enjoy it.
They have eaten significantly worse. Like, the Umbral twins are like, wow, there's no bones in this. Can you believe it? They remove the bones from their food.
Yeah. And
Remove
there's a
Remove the
big.
bones from the eggs?
Point. I don't know how many eggs dragons would bother eating normally because, like,
They are fantasy eggs, remember?
yeah.
They
They
might
are
have
fancy
bones.
eggs.
There is probably like larger, like monster eggs, like bullet eggs or something would be like large enough that a dragon would bother with it.
Oh god, bullet.
You want me to bring bullets in? We can put some
No.
bullets in Ildragthil.
No.
It's not too late.
In Erland's Tavern, do the dragons have dragon-sized rooms?
No, they're
they
all
do.
transformed down to human size, aren't they, at the minute? I mean, you can literally
can, yeah,
adjust
I
the
could-
room
yeah,
to
I
be
can
whatever
just
size
change
you
it,
want,
yeah.
so you could have dragon-sized rooms for them.
Reese still just has a little bird box. You know, that's still there.
Specifically. It's time
But,
for like, discrimination.
But yeah, it's a good meal. There's a big pot of ale in the corner, which they can take from. You know, because it's a reasonable time in the morning to have a drink with
Yeah.
your breakfast. So
Solid 8
yeah.
a.m. tipple.
Ott's trying to get into the character of a turtle. He's currently eating a salad.
Okay. It's like the knife and fork are like comically small in your giant tortoise hands. Are you like intentionally eating really slow as well?
Yeah. Ott's voice also sounds like the turtle from Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
Oh god.
Old man.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Speaking in
Oh
riddles.
boy. There are no
Perfect.
accidents.
There are no
No
oogways.
accidents. Only death. What was it? Only what? I can't remember.
I think the point of that was more like, everything's destined. But
yeah.
anyway, getting to the thing, the Queen will beckon you all over once you are up and alive, and beckon you over to this rudimentary map that she's drawn. And it doesn't really show the city in a massive amount of detail, so much as it just like shows points of interest. The Queen will say, "We've only had a limited amount of information come back from our spies within Ildragthil. First and foremost, it's most important for you to be aware of the ziggurat. Formerly, it was the Elder Brain's chambers, a circular pyramid which the Fanglia Malation tore the roof off of in the centre of the city. That appears to be where the Fang has made his lair. And I suspect, all being well, that will be where we find him. There are a few other places of vague interest within the city. One of them would be the old area where the Mind Flayers appeared to do many of their experiments. The dragons there took to referring to it as the Flesh Carver's Laboratory. The reason this place is of interest is because I think it's where we're least likely to see much resistance from any of the Fang or his forces remaining within the city. They've struggled to really explore or loot the place because of traps that have been left over there. As well as that, there are quarters for the former slaves of the Mind Flayers, as well as separate quarters for what were their mind-controlled thralls. Those are also probably going to be some of the most livable areas. That's where I would expect to see some of the most resistance within the city. And as she's like going through this, she's like pointing out, and it's like very like crudely drawn, just like X marks the spot on like various places. And I think like as she is like going through explaining various points of interest, Yolia, you would receive a sending spell.
Oh.
It is from Queen Killia of Phalanx, and she says, Yolia, your men will arrive in a few hours. We will give them a scroll to contact you. The arrests are beginning now.
Oh, I've just received the message.
You do have 25 words to respond. So.
I do. So, oh god, here we go. Here we go.
25 words done.
25 words. Here we go.
That I'm counting.
Shut up. Surprised you spoke to me. Noted. We'll wait on their word. We shall begin our movement soon on our end.
Okay.
20 words, baby.
I wasn't counting. I trusted you. Okay. The Queen will look over at you and say, "I assume that means you've received correspondence from your allies." And she will have heard what you said, sir.
Yes. We have a few hours. They are beginning their arrest of the spies within the town of Farward. So we should prepare very soon. We will receive word again from our team when they have arrived to let us know when they're beginning their appearance. So we should also do similar. We have a few hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Queen will say, "Unfortunately, I think other than this small briefing I've given you, until we know what the situation is when they actually set out to attack Dragon's Rest, I'm not sure how much there is we can plan. If you have any suggestions or ideas, I'm open to hearing them. We've got a few hours to kill."
Plans, things we can do.
I mean, this is the DM saying, hey, if you've got anything you want to sort out, now's the time, otherwise the DM's going to time skip.
I'm fine. Has anyone else got anything they want to try and do? Maybe sort out spells and stuff like that if they got to have things prepared. Maybe.
Actually, no, I've already on a tune for something. Never mind.
Let's go.
So everyone's happy. No one's got to worry about their abilities or any spells they need to make sure they have prepared. Nick,
No.
you're fine for
No.
your spells, Nick. Okay.
I don't think I need to prepare anything, do I? I've never done that before.
Just
I
making
don't
sure you.
believe so, but
I was going to say I can't remember how.
Unless I've just not done that and I was supposed to the whole time.
now preparing spells is something that's done on a long rest. It's only done for certain classes, but I think you just know your spells.
Okay.
But it's more like if there was any plans or anything that you wanted to go over or tell the NPCs that they need to do in preparation for this battle. But if no one has any pressing matters, 2 hours will pass of sort of awkward silence and sort of, I imagine kind of a tense and heavy air just sort of sits over the room as you are contemplating the fact that you are going to fight probably the biggest dragon of all of the big dragons.
We'll be fine.
But yeah, after 2 hours, Erland, you'll be the next one to receive a sending spell. This one you will recognise is in the voice of Rurik Deeptimber, the captain of the Dwarven mercenaries that are now under your command.
Okay.
He will say, "General, we've arrived at Farward. The arrests have been made. Unless you have further orders, we'll be defending the decoys. Regards, Captain Rurik."
Okay. I kind of repeat that information to the others then.
Mm-hmm.
Can I can send a sending spell, can't I?
You have 25 words with which to reply.
I'm just gonna send back, "Good job, fight well," and that's it.
Good. Oh, the decoy's already there.
Yes, the decoys
Like,
arrived
complete
with
them.
your men,
Okay.
and they are currently disguised as all of you.
Obviously, I'm going to fight as well as us. You know, we are the best around. Maybe they'll tell that that we're not the people at Farward.
They better not damage our reputation, is that what you're saying?
Well,
probably
maybe it'd be
improve it.
obvious that it's not us there. You never know.
Well, I mean, the intention was more just like,
Show face than anything.
To trick
Yeah.
them into going there instead because they think we're there.
yeah,
Not in terms of doing battle with them.
it was like, you're going to show up at both places, and it will be, at the very least, buy some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odd loves this idea because it's a sleight of hand trick, but like over a great distance.
hmm The Umbral twins will both step outside of the tavern and say that they're going to keep an eye on Ildragthil to wait for any movement there. And the Queen will say, I think it's best to prepare you all. It's not likely that every single dragon in Ildragthil is going to leave to Farward. Is going to leave to Dragon's Rest. Some of them will stay with the Fang of Immolation. Exactly how many that is, and exactly how we deal with that, is going to have to be something we decide on before we begin our assault. But hopefully it's a manageable number.
Wait, so is the Fang of Emanation going for Dragon's Rest or Farward?
Dragon's Rest. Sorry, I
Oh.
misspoke.
Oh no, sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah.
Yeah, the Fang of Immolation is obviously currently waiting for the Queen to show her face, and then he's going to go to wherever the Queen is. Currently, she's obviously with you and is going to just go take the fight to him alongside you, is the plan, as I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So is the Fang of Immolation stronger and more powerful than the Queen? Or
Yes,
or-
definitely.
Alright.
Yeah. You guys briefly saw the Fang of Immolation in the elemental plane of fire, and I mean, like, he was flying high up, shooting lasers. It's hard to tell scale. It's probably about twice the size of her, and she's about twice the size of any other dragon you've ever seen.
Was it
He a
the
big
measure?
motherfucker. He a big fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Realm of Fire?
That was where you fought the genie to
Yeah.
bring back Nick.
What,
Mhm.
what was the name of it? Realm of Fire? Or...
It was the elemental plane of fire.
Ah, cool.
Anyway, it is about half an hour before the Umbral twins will come in and say that the dragons have begun their exodus and appear to be flying over en masse. And the Queen will say, then we will likely be receiving word soon on what the situation is over there, ready for us to start our attack. I would recommend we wait until they actually start attacking Dragon's Rest before we make our move, but it depends on how fast we can make our move.
How clear does it look to get to the city itself? Would we be spotted if we tried to maneuver into the city now?
The Umbral twins are the ones who've actually been outside and scouted, and they say best to keep our heads low at least for a few minutes until the dragons finish flying overhead. It's a wasteland between us and the city, but there is cover that can be snuck through. We're in darkness, obviously. And he points up at the ceiling, but the implication is obviously the cloud barrier and the fact that we're in eternal darkness down here.
So maybe if we wait just a few minutes and maneuver into the city, we'll get a good idea of the numbers left behind.
The Queen says, I'm expecting a sending any minute now from one of our spies before they depart to tell us what's being left behind to defend the Fang. And, with that, she holds up one finger and appears to be listening to a sending spell that comes in. and like she sort of gets like a very. It's kind of hard to read her expressions because obviously this isn't her real face in humanoid form, but she gets a kind of grim expression and just says, "Very well, do what you can. Best of luck to you." And then she will turn to all of you and say, "Well, the news could be significantly worse. According to our spies, there are 4 dragons remaining in Dragon's Rest. 2 of them are younger, and 2 of them are elder. One of the elder dragons is one of my own oldest sons, a blue dragon who appears to have taken up a role as the Fang of Immolation's right hand. His name is Zorif, and apparently he is staying in the ziggurat with the Fang of Immolation at the moment. That's going to have to be something we deal with. I would advise against trying to fight against both of them at the same time. The other Elder Dragon is a green dragon named Shoveru. She appears to have made a small nest of her own in the Thrall's cantonment, where the previous mind-controlled servants of the Mind Flayers lived. The other 2, the younger dragons, are called Nivos and Ferath, and they are both staying together. They appear to be in a separate location where apparently the young Mind Flayers were reared.
Okay.
My worry is if we just go straight to the Fang of Immolation, they'll all just converge on us. We'll need to find some way of dealing with them before heading, or at least distracting them maybe, before heading to the Fang.
If we attacked any of the others, would they, rather than the Fang, would they come to our defense? Come to the defense of the others? Or are they more likely to just not care?
Make an intelligence check for me, please. Or insight, I'd allow.
It's dreadful, so we'll just say we'll just go with that because it's a 6.
Okay. You don't know. Sounds like probably. The Queen will probably... Yeah, I'll make a roll for her. Because she does know her own young. Okay, that's better. She will say, I think it depends partially on how loud we are. I think there are a lot of thralls and lesser... Sorry, that's not a particularly kind way of putting it. Lesser beings such as orcs and kobolds wandering around the place. They probably make trouble and get into fights quite often. I think maybe if we're able to prevent them from getting out word to one another, we could maybe stop them from finding out about what we're doing. But I think if any of us would take on our draconic forms at any point, that would immediately raise the alarm.
Okay.
The Umbral Twins will say, well, if we're after a distraction, then the 2 of us taking on our draconic forms could draw them away for you.
It's a bit of a death sentence, is it not?
The Queen says, exactly.
I guess we don't want to
So you
try.
think
We
we
don't want
should
to sacrifice anyone at this point if we don't need to.
try and
That
sneak
is-
around and take those 4 dragons out then first?
Queen will
Well,
say,
well, 3 of them. That first one is with the Fang, isn't he?
I was going to say, surely the one will sit by the Fang side.
Yeah.
He is less likely to move.
Yeah. I don't
The
think we're
other-
getting away from that one on its
No.
own.
The other three are more than likely. The two young ones will probably be together anyway, so that would be
Yes.
if we have to fight them, there'll be a fight of them two. We'd have to then somehow work out our best way to not allow the other Elder Dragon a chance to come back them up. She
So
will then
do
need
we
to be
know
taken-
the difference in where those two are, the younger dragons and the
Yeah.
elder
Yes.
dragon?
I didn't want to put you on the actual map for the place until you saw it, but I suppose for the sake of illustrating it, I will put you on the map for Ildragthil. So, give it a second to load in. The ziggurat in the centre is where the Fang of Immolation and his lieutenant Zorif both are. The fetid jail is where? Who's in the fetid jail? That is where a large portion of the non-dragons are currently staying. It's basically the most livable place because it's the place that received the least damage during when the dragons took over. In the Thrall's Cantonment, that is where the adult green dragon is currently. And the hatchling pods are where both of the smaller dragons are.
essentially want to stick away from the fetid jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Say non-dragons in the fetid jail.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have enslaved many of the local creatures.
Okay.
Free them.
Would they be easily freed, and then could they help us? Is the question.
Maybe. Could be a opportunity for you.
We could use them as the main distraction.
Yeah. So where are we entering this place from? Are we...
Currently, you are to the southeast. All of the walls and basically the entire city was torched during the attack.
Okay.
There, if you wanted to sneak around and approach from a different
You
direction,
could go around to the southwest.
you could
and
get
go
in the
straight up there.
walls more or less anywhere you need to. It's more a case of just like making sure you aren't spotted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or don't draw attention to yourself too much.
It's a lot more disorganized than the other cities. It's just a sprawl of buildings than.
Yeah, Logan.
sectors.
It's more a ruin than a city, though.
Well,
It's
yeah. No, it's just
it was
observation.
torched completely.
There's
So
a nice big egg yolk in the middle.
yeah, yummy
So
egg yolk.
the flesh carver's laboratory and the feeding grounds. Was there anything of major significant note there?
Okay, the feeding grounds appears to be where the Minor Flayers, when they kept many of their like larger monsters and experiments that they had enslaved, that appears to have been where they were fed or where they were kept. Likely the dragons haven't bothered completely wiping them out. So, within proximity to the feeding grounds, that's where you're more likely to run into monstrous things.
Okay, and the flesh carver's laboratory.
That is where many of the experiments were. It's also probably, ironically, the safest place in the city because it's the place that the dragon's servants have had the least success actually navigating because of the traps there.
Okay. I say we could definitely try and cause distractions by using over the monsters if we can somehow tame them to help us and make them go on a rampage through the city or the ruins, should I say? Otherwise, we could try and convince the
The enslaved creatures that are in there.
the enslaved to rise up and assault the Thrall Contentment and the hatchling pods to defeat them while we move to the ziggurat. Essentially keeping the other dragons busy, most likely briefly, but busy, while we deal with the Fang.
Also, from my experience, combat is often brief and bloody. I think if we could keep them distracted or at least coordinate attacks, then we could keep the fight separate.
I was going to say, be prepared to lose all those, sacrifice all those to get to our ends.
That's the thing. That's the thing. We could offer them freedom. Are they willing to die for the freedom of their own?
I think it would be the Queen still who says that, because the twins aren't very tactically minded. We'll say, against dragons, I'm afraid the slaves on their own don't have much chance of success. The twins could potentially back up the slaves in order to actually give them a chance of survival, but otherwise you are basically just asking them to commit suicide for you. It would be a very difficult persuasion. Yeah.
There was a chance of survival with the twins' aid. If we have you with us at the ziggurat, I feel confident in our abilities to, and alongside
the Queen will say, with our plan as it stands, even with the slaves, the twins' chance of survival is very slim. And the twins both speak up and say, we're willing to die. And the Queen seems uncomfortable with that. The Queen will say, perhaps if we could do something to tip the odds in their favour, if we could deal with one of the groups of dragons and allow the twins and the slaves to deal with the other.
That could also work.
I think as long as
they don't realise you're here.
As long as we don't reveal ourselves to be dragons, we'll benefit from them underestimating us. If there's one large flaw that the Fang of Immolation and his followers have, it's arrogance. If they only think it's mortal beings who are attacking, they probably won't bother to coordinate a proper defense.
Are the dragon's attack abilities hindered when they're in human form?
Yes.
Okay.
So these guys, so basically the Queen and the twins will be weaker, but it would mean that there's less chance of the Fang realizing that the Queen's here will rise out of the ziggurat and come fight her.
Yeah.
We want to keep it safe, even if it takes us a bit of time and we have to take a short rest in between, which isn't ideal. Not want to doing that, but we might have to.
The Queen says, if you need somewhere to rest, the Flesh Carver's laboratory might be the best place, but I can't promise it'll be safe.
I feel the splitting and the twins taking on one of the two groups of dragons is probably the best while we take on the other. It's our best chance of survival and means to them fight the Fang and your son alone.
The Queen will say, it depends on how we're going to do this. If the twins are to reveal themselves as dragons, they'll have to wait until we've dealt with the other fight. If they're going to attempt the fight without transforming themselves and try and stay under the radar and attack at the same time as us, then obviously they'll be weaker.
Would that then make more sense if they fought the two younger dragons then? If they stayed in their humanoid forms? Alongside that of the with the help of the enslaved against 2 younger dragons, they might have a much stronger chance while we take on the other elder dragon.
Mm-hmm. The Queen will say, there might be a chance of success. The 2 younger dragons are certainly weaker than the twins. I mean, they're significantly younger. With the slaves to help, assuming we're able to convince them to help us, they may have a chance of success. If we can stop Chauvero from interfering.
I think we've got someone who's very capable of convincing those to take up arms. And I kind of look towards Erlan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that just kind of make the most sense, doesn't it?
You have the strongest appeal.
Does that mean me
Much.
splitting off from the main group?
You could go with the twins and meet up with us, being beforehand. The elder dragon is at the Thrall's contentment, which is on the way to the hatchlings from where we would find the majority of the slaves. You could easily meet back up with us before before the fight begins.
Yeah, I think we'll do that then. I'm going to give it a go.
Okay. So,
Is that the rest of the party's going off to?
We go and wait. Erlan returning. He goes with the twins to assess them. It depends. Maybe one other person go with Erlan just to make it safer, because Erlan on his own with the twins is still probably a bit too thin. Someone who's able to improve Erlan's ability to sneak alongside that with the twins to get in and out without being spotted is probably best.
Well, Sarah's got.
I was about to point out that it's either going to be you helping them stealth in,
Yeah.
me doing the same thing but just not as well, or Risu, who is able to really help a larger group move in a concealment.
That's what I was thinking.
Do the group sneak.
sorry, Sarah, you're a little bit quiet.
Oh, the group sneak.
Yeah, exactly.
Pass without a trace, it's called.
Group sneak.
Group sneak. I think that's probably best. The Erlan, the twins, and personally, I would say Risu head to the fetid jail. Erlan tried to convince, hopefully successfully, the enslaved to rise up and pick up arms as best they can. Follow the twins to the hatchling pods, and as soon as they are prepared to begin a fight there, we also attack the Thrall contentment alongside, in hoping that everything goes well. If we defeat them, if we are strong in a good position to continue on, we move straight for the ziggurat. If not, we look at means of ways to recuperating as best as we can.
Okay. The Queen will say, it's probably not long until the attack on Dragon's Rest begins then. In terms of finalising our plans, the approach that you seem to be suggesting is we sneak in via a break in the wall in the southwest, and the group heads to the fetid jail. Do we split before reaching the fetid jail or after?
I think it might be best to split before. Maybe.
Yeah, before.
I'm not
Is it
sure
worth
if
taking different routes in, so we're not all.
that's what I
at the same
mean.
time?
We find a position maybe south of the Thrall's contentment to meet back up again with Erlan and Risu, while the twins march northward with the enslaved if possible, and we await a signal from if the twins are able to contact you directly, if that's at all possible.
Twins go, we don't really do much magic. We can shoot guns.
Will they be loud
Pretty
enough
good.
Will they be loud enough for us to hear from a long
On the other
far
side of the
distance?
city, probably not, no.
Then that is not a...
I mean, you'd know that we're in position if Erlang comes back to you, right? And then, like, you've had your spell for, like, contacting your troops. Are you able to, like, contact us and tell us to start the attack?
You should be able to do that.
I think I can.
Yeah. But we can contact you as soon as we are back in position with Erlan and Risu.
Okay, and then, like, we get the word from you. We go kill the shit little dragons. And
While
then...
we take out the Elder. And upon that completion... It's a good question on what we do next, because do we meet back up first thing and push for the ziggurat, or recuperate if need be? Is the next part of the plan.
The Queen will say it might depend on how tough the fight is against Shoveru. I'm aware that you all have limited stamina and resources, and if you exhaust yourselves too much, we may need to take a rest before moving on the ziggurat. Also, if we draw attention to ourselves or get into a fight within the city, that might deplete our resources further.
It's very true. Well, I think maybe we just hope for the best. Maybe it makes sense that if we finish first, if you finish your battle first, if you come out on top, you make your way to the other section, and because I'm sure we'd meet in between somewhere. So even if we finish at the same time, we start moving out at the same time, we can meet up and then decide if a rest is required or not once all together.
The Queen will say, in that case, if we've finished our planning, I think we should begin the operation. I'd rather not stand around too long, given that they're currently marching towards my home.
Agreed. We need to begin our side of the battle soon.
Okay. And as soon as this finishes cueing the dungeon music, I will swap over to it. However, you all exit the tavern, and once you are able to see what's going on, the air has finally stilled as the just enormous amount of wing beats have finished. You can see that some of the trees are bent over from the force of not so many dragons flying so low. But you can see between you and the ruined walls of the city a wasteland of scorched earth and broken trees. Should be ample cover for you to be able to sneak through. I would like stealth checks from everyone.
Let's open for some big rolls, please.
Good, decent rolls.
Oh, God.
Darn.
Lucky.
Mine's not is that bad.
Someone hide me.
Don't you have
Yarkins
lucky?
walking around like.
I'm actually going to spend a key point to
I
try
do
and
have
roll it
lucky.
better.
Should I use it now? I guess. I don't want to
Much better. That
mess
is
up
much
straight
better.
away. Oh my god, same.
No.
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 You know,
Oh, that's
you know
terrible.
those musicians which
I'm
have like
sorry.
the big drum on their back, and like when they step, they drum and like hit cymbals and things. And I'm trying.
One man bands, you mean?
Yeah, one man band exactly.
Is
Yarkins
that me right now?
currently have one man band.
Well, I also rolled poorly and then re-rolled using a key point.
What did you get, Alex?
I rolled a 3 initially, but now I rolled a 15
Okay.
plus 11, so it's 26.
And you
So
think
we've
that's
got-
bad?
No, I rolled a 3 initially.
Oh, you did initially.
So I rolled a set. I got a 14 initially, but re-rolled it thanks to my
Okay.
ability to do so. And,
So, unfortunately, the dragons, not so used to moving in smaller humanoid forms, are a little bit clumsy. The queen manages with a 16. However, one of the Umbral twins gets a 7, and the other gets a natural 1.
oh fuck's sake!
Oh no.
I don't feel so bad now.
Three
So,
one-man bands dancing with each other.
Yeah.
I'll say,
We are not making good progress right now.
failing forward, what I'll say is, what happens is sort of like, as you guys are sneaking and you sort of make it like a quarter of the way in towards the, in towards the walls, so probably like here-ish, one of the twins, like their pistol misfires and accidentally, like, loud explosion, sends a round into the ground, and all of you like turn and look at the twins. At which point the queen takes charge and goes, "Shit! Separate! We'll meet up with you later." And she will take the twins and set off heading straight north in order to try and draw any attention away and to them.
Negligent
Oh
discharge.
no, they're in danger now.
Fuck. This is not starting off.
If you've got a different plan, then you've got about 2 seconds to speak up before they are gone.
Oh,
What,
shit.
they just heading north to try and split
They're
up?
heading
running
north
away,
to try
basically.
and, like, because they're the ones who are making the noise, and they're going to ruin the plan if they start attracting attention to you. So,
We move with the plan and hope we meet back up with them at some point.
okay.
I think is the best decision. We continue our movement and we go as a group to the Fet jail and get Erlan to convince them alongside us.
Okay.
Hopefully, at some point we can meet up.
They're gonna be dead, aren't they?
With your with the staff checks you've got, I'll say that you are able to make your way up to the wall. I don't know if we can get like a marker for the party. Hang
Pie symbol again.
on. Have you?
I can put a pie
Hang on,
symbol.
I can probably pull that from one of the maps.
Ah, that's alright, I got it.
You've got it already. Okay.
A little bit on the small side, but oh, that's a bit
There we go.
Is that better or a bit smaller?
That'll do. So yeah, you guys are able to make it up to these ruined walls and sort of being closer to the city, and I think like being able to sort of scale the walls at least slightly and get into like the rubble and the cracks and being able to see into the city. You can see this place is weird. I think when I last described it, I said like there's a lot of like non-Euclidean geometry and like very strangely shaped like alien buildings. It's very difficult to see where one building begins and the next like ends. At least partially because the buildings are very like strangely designed, but also because they are just rubble. When the dragons attacked this place, they just torched the whole city. There is nothing here that is completely untouched. Some of the buildings have fared better than others, but clearly the dragons just wanted to absolutely annihilate this place. And you can see that the streets are dimly lit, actually, by sort of this ever-present, kind of sourceless, like pale, ghostly light that seems to illuminate the streets. If you stay off any main streets, there's, like, you know, ruined buildings and back alleys that you can pick your way through that aren't as lit. And I think, like, coming from probably somewhere to the west of you, you can hear the sound of gunfire as the twins appear to have gotten into a fight with something.
No.
Shit.
Natural one, baby.
They're busy fighting mice in the streets.
I mean, you don't hear the sounds of any dragons, so it's probably, you know, not either they haven't transformed and there aren't any dragons that have come to, like, get them.
Okay, so I think we just begin our trying to convince those, and then shit, I don't bloody know.
I should say as well, like, you can very clearly see the ziggurat in the distance. It is this enormous... It would have looked like an upturned cone, this sort of circular pyramid, but obviously the entire top of it has just been ripped off by some enormously powerful force.
What is a ziggurat, normally?
Ziggurat, it's like a fancy word for an evil church.
See, that's not even true. I can't believe you're doing that to
It's
Zoroastrian,
true enough.
man. Can't believe you did my my religion Zoroastrianism dirty like that. The original
Close enough.
one god faith.
For the sake of the way that the word is currently used, that's true enough.
Anyway, shall we still continue on our plan?
Mm-hmm.
What else have we got to do at this point? We can't go and back them up. We just ruin our own stealth at this point.
So you guys have now snuck through the walls and are into the city. You, I suppose, said you wanted to make for the fetid jail then.
Is that supposed to say
In
jail?
that case. Say again, Rob?
Is that supposed to say jail?
Yes.
Yes,
That's an old spelling of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
That's how it used to be spelled in Old English.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, let's go.
Fucking question my nerd crad.
Yeah, jail.
I will require a new stealth check from you since the circumstances have changed then.
Okay, that's not bad.
Before I look at what anyone has rolled...
I can re-roll.
Hang on.
Because it's under 10. Yeah, I remember.
Well, no, you don't re-roll. You just take it as a 10 or 10.
Oh.
You just have a 10,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you just get
25.
25 as a minimum, no matter what. Sarah, please.
Yeah.
We're going to set a group DC of 90.
Are we all rolling again?
Yes, we're all rolling again.
Okay, I'll try harder this time. I'll click harder.
Squeeze that dice out your butt, Nick.
I'm gonna punch my mouse.
32.
Thank
Did I even click the right button? I didn't click any button.
Clearly not. What are you doing? Nick?
Apparently, I picked the button up.
12! It's better this time at least!
Yeah.
Try punching the
we
mouse.
definitely made it. I rolled a 23, Logan.
Okay.
We definitely made it. I've already done the total calculation. It's
So, yeah.
103.
Without the dragons causing noise and being bad at stealth, you are able to... I think, like, you pick your way through, like, the rubble of, like, destroyed buildings. Some of this appears to be, like, you're not sure, probably housing, but you don't, like, see any beds or anything. You think that, like, maybe the living situation in this city was very strange. But, yeah, you're able to pick your way through until you get to what is, you imagine probably the Fair Gel. You see, like, these tall, like, twisted spires, like, strange spikes seem to just jut off the side of the building. One of the towers has just been entirely, like, ripped off and thrown several streets down. And there is a large closed portcullis, like, blocking the way. But given, like, how utterly destroyed the walls are, entrance probably wouldn't be a problem. The thing that possibly does pose a problem is the dozen or so orcs who are being commanded by 2 mind flayers who appear to be milling about, squabbling and arguing outside of the fetid jail.
Fuck's sake. It's gotta be fucking mind flayers, of course there is.
I told you there was mind flayers in this city still.
Logan loves mind flayers. Don't you, Logan?
I promise, after you deal with this, there will be fewer mind flayers in the
I
campaign.
thought you were going to say there'll
Fewer.
be a horde of them waiting for us.
I don't believe you.
I have killed 2 of you with mind flayers so far. I'm shooting for number 3. Looks at Risu.
Not again.
Fly away. There's still time. Fly away.
They haven't noticed you yet, as you're all sort of like crouched in the shadow of like the rubble of one of these buildings. The mind flayers appear to have like taken up a commanding role. They seem to have mind controlled some of the orcs, and seem to be coordinating groups to go out and plunder their own city.
Why do I get the feeling we're gonna have to deal with those 2 before we are able to free any of these goddamn these?
I mean, if you want to make a check to see if there's any relevant information you might be able to recall, you've dealt with mind flayers before.
Sure, is that just an intelligence check?
Whatever you think is relevant. Intelligence, history, arcana. Intelligence would just be memory drawing on your just like experiences with mind flayers.
Let's put it this way: it literally doesn't matter if it's over of them 3. I don't get a bonus, and I rolled a 5. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, your experiences of mind flayers have very much been punctuated by brutal violence. That check is open to anyone, by the way, if anyone wants to have a crack at it.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
What check would
Do
you
I
like?
get
I'll
any
check with
advantage
you.
from having been eaten by one?
I was thinking that.
No, but I'll factor it into the DC.
So it's a DC.
So it's just whatever check you think might be relevant. History, nature, arcana.
Let's go with history.
Huh?
Unless nature. No, they're all the same.
There's the dungeon music.
15.
Okay. Anyone else want to try a roll?
What, for history or?
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll try a history check.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
20.
There you go.
Awesome.
27. There we go.
Okay.
Nerd.
I'm
Tell
gonna
us
say,
everything
like,
Fucking nerd.
calling your
And
intelligence. In fact, I
And
think
proud.
like the nat 20 from Hierarchin could be like the visions that you were shown when you learned of this city were shown from the perspective of mind flayers. So I think like maybe for Erlan that memory has kind of been literally ripped out of his head along with his brain. But so for you it's probably a lot clearer, and then like between the rest of you like discussing it and trying to like put your heads together, you know a couple of things about mind flayers. Ordinarily they would be part of a hive mind with limited free will, under an elder brain. Of course, the elder brain here you guys fought against, and there is simply no chance that he is in any sort of contact with these mind flayers. So they might be acting of their own free will right now. From your memory, like looking through a mind flayer's eyes, they were pretty happy to be part of their like network of mind flayers. It was kind of a sense of belonging for them. But some of the mind flayers you've known who have worked for Zernas were exiles, and they appeared to be thinking, feeling beings who were capable of communication and capable of rational thought with or without the Elder Brain's influence. You think there may be a chance you can speak to these creatures?
I want to ask, what's it like to have free will?
You know what it's like to have free will. You
What's it
have
like
free will,
What's
Rob.
it like for them to have free will? Not be controlled by Elder Brain.
You can ask them that.
Can we convince them to side
Are you
with
asking
us?
them?
I mean, look, the ball's in your court right now. I've given you the information that you get from your history checks and nature checks.
I mean, it's worth a go to try and convince them to actually fight on our side against the dragons. It all depends on how they feel about that.
Who's going to speak to them?
So, I mean, it's up.
I'm
to
not going to. They killed me last time.
If
Yeah, they have already killed me as well. That's a good point. Do we?
I'm reluctantly accepting their help if they give it.
That's racist.
Eh. Mind flayers are
For
literally
good
evil.
reason, right? Yeah,
They persist by eating brains.
they live for their evil.
I don't think it is worth trying to convince them.
I don't know. I don't think they would be very agreeable.
They are literally pure evil, as Logan just said.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you've considered an alliance with mind flayers before. Need I remind you of the Flesh Factory?
No.
Tell us about this flesh factory.
You never
No.
researched it.
It's gonna.
No.
Am I gonna have to do like a Shark Tank style like presentation to them to get them on
Yeah.
side, get investment? No, I don't think it is worth it, to be honest.
So
Because they're backstabbing and evil anyway. Why? They're not
Yeah.
gonna like us in the first place. And I
So-
don't think whatever we can convince them will.
None of us have
Okay.
mind control, do we?
Say again, sorry, Rob?
None of us have mind control, do we?
I mean,
It's a case of just convincing them.
it's very limited.
Yeah, you can't really do.
Like, dominate person, like, lasts a few minutes, I think.
I could try casting Feeble Mind on one of them.
Drop their intelligence to 1, I think.
Yeah.
Literally turn them into a drooling vegetable.
Yeah, that's. I could do that.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I can now. What am
It's
I?
a very powerful spell.
Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to use any of these spells yet, I don't think, so. But yeah. But I don't know what grander purpose that serves except for just making them one of them really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I have telekinesis, which says that you can manipulate creatures by thought, but I
That's not.
yeah.
presume
That's
it's not really the same
telekinesis.
kind
yeah,
of thing.
that would be like grabbing
moving them
someone
around
and
or something.
throwing them. Yeah,
Yeah.
with your
That's what I'm saying.
telekinesis, not like mind control via telekinesis somehow.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, we
But
could
they do
move
it
them
in
out of the way.
X-Men.
Well, we need to decide, are we attacking or are we going to try and make an alliance? Because I think Nick and I have made our votes clear.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one.
They're evil.
So, okay, we don't try and convince them, and instead we try to defeat them, and then allow the try and get the enslaved to rise up instead.
I think so. Because they won't have the backing of the drag because we don't know where they could be.
That's a good
Because they've
point.
just gone north. they might get their own heap of trouble, which we can't rely on them. Not saying they're not skilled fighters, but just saying we can't rely on them to be there on time. Like, stuff will happen now.
Yeah.
Plans
Okay then.
change.
Yep. We do that then. We basically continue with our initial goal, and these two mind flayers are in the way of that goal. That's fine with me.
I think we make this quick and quiet.
Let's attempt that then.
Just give me 2 moments, guys.
Yeah, I need to look through my spell list again.
Yeah, let's say that's what I'm waiting on.
Sorry, I just missed that. What happened?
Sounds like you guys are about to pick a fight with a couple of mind flayers and half a dozen orcs. Well, probably more than half a dozen, actually. So, to give you a little bit more context, the mind flayers, obviously, you know what you're dealing with. The orcs themselves do not seem to really be much of a threat. There's a few of them who appear to be armed with, like, rudimentary bows, and, like, the rest of them appear to just be, like, wielding clubs. So, the mind flayers would be the real threat here.
Should we just
The
try
two
and
mind
convince
flayers
the
are next to
orcs?
each other, aren't they?
They're currently, like, all in front of the entrance to this, in front of this, like, closed portcullis to this prison.
Would you say it was a 20-foot radius?
Oh, they're definitely within 40 feet of one another,
What
yeah.
are you saying?
That's a fireball.
I also have a synaptic snap,
Okay. Yeah.
which is a very strong one. And then you can fireball, can't you, Nick?
Yeah, I have some better ones, but I'm gonna save them.
Yeah, then you could fireball. And then does anyone have any AoE attacks?
I also have an AoE attack, which is.
Oh, I don't have fireball anymore. I swapped it for wall of fire.
Well, yeah,
didn't
I have fireball. I have
Rob's got
scorching
it.
ray.
I mean, that stops them moving, doesn't it?
It also does damage.
Yeah.
So I'm just quickly pulling things onto a map while you discuss strategy. We're going to use...
I mean, if they're in the right place, I could use lightning bolt.
We're going to use what I set up as a map for if you get into a fight within the city. Because of the many maps I prepared, in front of the prison was not one of them.
I was going to ask you.
It's alright, don't
You
worry.
mean you
Ask you how
didn't
many
expect
cubes.
this?
Well, plans changed, Logan.
Yep,
He doesn't. know
plans
what's going
changed.
on.
Damn,
Look,
Logan,
I'm
you
working with it. I'm
You did
very
like
happy to go
50
ahead with
maps
this.
for 50 possible attack encounters.
Rob, I want to make you aware. This morning I had to redraw the city map because I realised that an entire section I'd forgotten to do.
What?
I had... like, there was an entire, like, part of the map where something currently is that I forgot to, like, put in the map.
I think...
Alright, you guys are, like, hiding within...
Alex, do you have any AoEs? I'm guessing
ruins,
not, because you
No.
don't.
No, I have my fists.
Do you have any of those
Hands.
fucking
No.
bombs?
No, they're all gone.
No, they're all gone. Okay.
Let's get another group.
I'm thinking me, Rob... Risu, do you have one?
I got something that grows plants.
Wow, you got someone that grows plants.
That does sound cool.
Spike grow.
Okay, I'm going to pull you guys onto the map quickly,
Okay.
so that you can actually start, there we go. So that you can actually start planning.
Oh, everything's not destroyed.
Eh,
This is unrealistic.
Logan
Very
forgot to
sorry.
destroy everything after he built it.
there is no upper floors.
Okay.
You guys are currently within this ruined building. You can see, like, 3 separate groups of orcs. There appears to be these orc archers who appear to be currently taking their orders from the mind flayers, and we'll say that the portcullis is here.
Okay.
Eh, eh, eh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Portcullis!
Fuck.
How many tiles does the wall attack, firewall, go across?
Nick?
It's like
1
60
second.
feet, in it?
Because I'm thinking... Rob, you've got it as well, didn't you say?
It is 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
Did you say, just to make sure, Rob, did you say you had it? Fire.
He has firewall.
Yeah. We get
That's
someone
what he's
here, and
thinking.
we get someone here, and we just do get rid of
Two
all that.
firewalls.
And then I can synaptic snap back here if I can get around. And then that way, at least we try and get rid of most as quickly as possible. Stun and surprise.
Hmm. It's pretty nice that they're all lined up quite nicely.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I thought it was just Logan hadn't had time to.
Move them around. Too
What
late
do you
now.
mean?
Find them. They're very nicely placed for us.
That's what I'm thinking, guys. It's like, if we can try and... Because we need to get...
Right.
Because as soon as
Where were you
anything
thinking
happens...
of putting the fire? I had my popping up over it.
This
So-
group.
One down here,
Yeah.
one down here. So if someone could hide, like,
Okay,
here...
yeah. If someone goes
And
in
then
from the
boop,
side.
and
yeah.
then that side, and then you just... These guys definitely here. These two will definitely be annihilated. Then
Yeah.
these two affect, and then these three as well. And then if we can get some of us to go around, maybe Alex gets like here. Then he can just, after I synaptic snap, just get in and just start punching. It's risky,
So you want me to try and sneak around all the way to this point here?
yeah, because we've got the upper hand at the moment, don't we? In sense of,
Surprise!
I'm thinking that.
Yeah, I
One
mean, you
person
guys
can-
definitely have surprise on these guys. They have no idea that you exist.
Yes, roll initiative then.
Don't worry about like the fire being visible.
Well, once the fire started, that's when we all run into action. That will kind of be the kickoff for us.
Yeah.
So Rob can send. So he can, because we can just wait until we've all gotten positioned, and then wait
Okay.
as turns
Well-
go by.
Let's start rolling initiative then. We've got initiative from Rob already.
Oof. Okay, I'm last.
Haha.
Well, as long as we keep quiet until we've got to your turns. You guys have one after another as well
Mhm.
so far. That works really well.
Yeah.
Actually, there's like one in between, but
Ew.
hopefully he won't be doing.
I haven't
much.
rolled. I've just rolled on here, so that
I
is my
can add
actual.
you in.
No, that's my thing. That is my actual roll. I
Six.
decided to
Ah,
actually for
that's fine.
initiative, I will do it in here because it adds me and it's
What's
easier.
going on?
Yep.
That's 3 reds.
Bloody hell, guys!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey, good job we
Uh,
didn't roll like this earlier.
I think Taito needs to roll as well, doesn't he?
He has. He's got a 1.
He's done it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't see him in there. That's everyone has rolled, haven't they?
It kind of works for us.
Let me just
If you think it, that will
reorganize this.
mostly bunch
We're
together.
all pretty much, yeah,
Okay.
not spaced out. There's only one.
There's some spacing. There's some things between you. That's
Not
fine.
much.
I'm happy enough with that. So, Yolya is up first in the initiative. Is there anything you would like to do?
So you want me to sneak around to behind, try and
Yeah,
behind
either
them.
way, as long as we can try and be, as long as you can get there quick enough in your round from your position, that's kind of what. So like
I
you could
get-
hide here, to be fair, if you
Once.
sneak into the building.
What was your stealth, Alex?
I rolled a shoot. It was like a 23,
It was
I
relatively
think.
high.
23, I think it was. Yeah. Are we keeping those rolls? Are we for?
I'll allow it for now, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
I'll obviously like.
Realistically, then we want Rob crossing.
Or
Can do.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if Rob needs to re-roll because he can't get lower than a 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he can dart across where Nick's spell doesn't have great, so he can theoretically just kind of cross this street.
so I can technically get to here if I go out and towards, like in that direction. So I'd be to here. If I wanted to then go any further, because that would be there, I could get like
247.
How far can these guys see in
10.
the dark?
Ski.
The streets are lit by dim light.
50.
This, like, ever-present ghostly light you can see.
I can by using action and bonus action to dash get to here, Matt.
Slow and steady wins the race in this case.
You can
I
use your
think so.
action to
Basically,
run.
Yeah, I can bonus action dash and action dash, which would get me to here. But I could get to about here with just an action, with just using an action to dash and not wasting key points. It's up to you guys. If you want me to waste key points, I can get there in 2 turns.
Is this a window
If-
here?
I would say that's probably a window. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the light on the ground.
Logan?
In front of you, sorry. Give me just 1 second. Sorry, I'm trying to put in a song.
Actually, it's not a bad idea.
So what do you want me to do, Matt? I can either just dash and probably get to here without
Sorry,
being spotted.
Ask me the
hopefully.
question again, Rob.
Well, is this a window?
Yeah, that's a window.
Yeah, cool.
That's a
Can
window.
how much do I lose if I hop through the window?
I mean, you're like,
It's
you're
not
currently
right.
bigger because you're tall. I'll call it difficult terrain, so it's an extra 5 feet of movement.
Okay, so I can get to there then. Nice.
That is, I'm guessing, using your bonus action to dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Matt,
Do you want me to move you there? Well, it's not your turn right now anyway, but...
I think so. I think you can make it through. These guys, especially the ones, aren't the cleverest. I think we should try and get there in 2 turns.
okay. I am going to then move myself, Logan. So that's 10 feet to there.
Yep.
Then that's to 30 feet to
Mhm.
there. So that's 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
50. So that's my 60 to there. So that's my movement. But I'm going to action dash.
Mm-hmm.
So then that gives me an extra. So
Man, you have 60 feet without dashing?
yes,
Okay.
10 feet there.
Big cat legs.
Wait.
Do you want to go into that door?
To there.
Okay.
Hold on. Yes, I'm going to spend a key point to bonus action dash then. Ten feet there.
Just thinking what Logan's done for the stairs.
45.
There's a whole nother layer for upstairs.
No, there's no upper floors. They were all destroyed.
55.
Oh, yeah. Wow, these stairs, they're remarkably intact.
There, to 60 feet.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
For the rest of you, Yolia becomes a blur and disappears.
Just fucking leg it.
You can only hope that she is following the plan.
Tasmanian devil disappeared.
It is Blue's turn. They have no idea that anything's going on.
They're busy playing cards,
Roll.
making crumpets.
They are just going to sort of meander. They're kind of like waiting while like some of the more intelligent members of their group are being ordered around by the mind flayers. They're just going to meander sort of down here a little way. Like there-ish. And that's the end of their turn. It's now this group's turn. They are... Roll for them quickly.
What's the green hash at
Okay.
the top of the screen?
That's the portcullis.
Ah, okay.
Do you not like my incredible art?
It's amazing.
Amazing. Oh, see, that's what I thought it was. I just wanted to be sure.
Oh, I thought we had to play noughts and crosses when we killed the mind flayer.
That's each mind flayer you kill.
It's a 4x4 grid. Well, this is like extra level.
This is
Yeah.
expert level.
They're just gonna sort of hang around. They're just sort of like kicking the dirt, waiting for their orders to come through properly.
Wow, so think of the amount of money these guys are getting paid just to stand there and kick dirt.
I don't get paid.
Oh.
You guys getting paid?
The mind flayers
Good
now.
to getting paid.
The mind flayers are getting paid. So this is why we need to stop this place. Dodgy business practices.
The mind flayers are now going to issue orders to the groups, and let's just quickly roll. First of all, for Blue, Blue have been ordered to go west. Red have been ordered to go south, and green have been ordered to go west.
Okay. We need to move quick on this then.
It is now Rasulian's turn.
I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Moving closer. That's all we
Get-
need. Yeah, we
getting-
need. If you can just move in there.
Am I gonna need to roll down?
We need to move very quickly in this next 2 turns.
What was your stealth check last time? I'll allow you to re-roll if you want.
Try my best.
Exact same again, huh?
Okay.
But surely you can go out the window.
Yeah, she can squeeze out the window. It's an extra 5 feet of movement to do that.
But I'm tiny. I should be able to make that fine. It was like 30, 40.
Is Sarah
Okay.
small? Does she need to still?
She's technically a medium creature.
Hmm. I could do a bonus charging lightning attack.
If you'd like to spend a spell slot to charge up your bow for a lightning arrow,
Yeah.
you can absolutely do that.
There you go.
Okay. So yeah, you knock an arrow, and instead of bursting into flame, it crackles with lightning.
Yeah. That's it. That's my turn.
Next up is the archers. They don't do anything. They're guarding the portcullis. Ott, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. Ott's gonna hop out the window here. That's 15 feet plus 5, so 20. And the other bonus action, 20 to move to there. This time I'll do it myself. Sorry, Logan. I always get you to do it. And
it's already doing it.
Oh, yeah. You're used to me being lazy. And yeah, while I'm running across the opening, I'm going to use my bonus action to use True Strike. Did I roll it? No, I didn't. That's right.
No, it just gives you advantage on your next attack, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Fine.
what I want. Because I never use True Strike. It's handy free.
It is
little spell.
handy specifically for situations like this,
Yeah.
where you're not planning on attacking this turn, but you know you're going to attack next turn.
And I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I used True Strike, so
I could.
You haven't.
It was in the Vitara ruins, actually, when you fought against the giant golem underwater.
nice.
A long time ago, that was when we did our IRL sessions.
I was thinking, yeah, 2020.
Those are good fun.
Good time.
That was the last time you used that cantrip.
Ooh, it's 3 years ago. Or 2.5, but yeah.
Okay. End of your turn.
Yeah.
Erland's turn. Mr. Chadington.
I'm going to first of all cast Greater Visibility.
Okay,
Great
action to
visibility.
cast greater invisibility on yourself. You had advantage on all stealth checks.
So, and then I'm just going to.
That's
So
30 feet.
yeah, that's my limit, isn't it? I'm going to move there then,
Okay.
because
I'll,
just here or here, because I can use to make sure.
yeah, I would say ordinarily you don't want to be in the open. Given the fact that you're invisible, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and what I'm thinking is Synaptic Snap only is 120 feet anyway, so I don't. I've
Yeah,
got
it just
direct
needs
eyes
to be
line
line of
here.
sight, yeah.
Yeah, so end
That's
turn
fine.
them.
Okay. It is the Reds. They, I believe, were told to head south.
Yeah.
They head 30 feet to the south. And, oh shit. Oh no. What have I done? Select move, there we go.
Can Ott hear their footsteps
Definitely.
from around the wall? Oh, I'm just.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Does Ott's abilities mean that he has those extra senses? Ott's
I mean,
spidey
you have
senses?
blind sense, but I think that's within 10 feet of you. They're still like a good 20 feet or so from you. I'm going to give them a roll to see if they see Sarah. Just going to roll once with advantage because there's 3 of them. No, that's a 14 was my highest. I believe your stealth was 17, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so they do not see you yet. If they round the corner, they will almost certainly see you. If you don't, like, move from where you are.
Okay.
You are aware that Erlan is next to you just because you can sort of hear him. And because you already planned this in advance. It is now High Arkin's turn.
Okay. So I can move 25 from there, can't I?
Yep.
If we're inside this building, you don't need to worry about them seeing us through
I
a
mean,
window or
that's
anything.
not in the open. I would say you're not really, like, at risk.
Yeah,
If you're
because I
there.
wanted to go that way, but obviously that's way too far. But I might use dash just to go inside. Yeah.
Oh my god, I just stretched your image rather than moving you. So, like, there? Yeah.
One more in just in case.
Okay. Okay,
That's
well,
safe
you
there,
can put
isn't it?
yourself where you need to be. That's fine.
Sure. Oh,
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, quit being lazy. Nick.
Yeah. I wanted to be stretched. Yeah, that's my turn over.
Okay, it's Taito's turn.
Meow at them.
Give his position away.
Oh,
Wah.
I mean, he'll follow Hierarchin, I guess.
Okay. He's got like 50 feet of movement, so it's like 10, 20, 25 because of having to go for the thing.
Yeah.
Hang on, let's just move him quickly to there. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Yeah, it's fine. That's it for now. I don't think you can prepare anything.
I mean, that's literally just his movement. He hasn't used his action, so he has got another 50 feet if he wants it.
No, he'll just lick Hierarchin, that's it.
Okay. Yolia, it's your turn.
Okay, so that's 30 to the corner. And then guess 10. Okay, so I'll be able to in the second turn. I'm basically just gonna move myself to here, to the corner, keep myself hidden, and wait for action to commence on the.
Are you holding an action?
There's no point holding an action. I'm just literally sat here waiting for the for some magic to set off in front of me. So I'm just looking around the corner, waiting for some kind of spell to go off at the mind flayers, and
Okay.
we'll hold position until that occurs.
Well, next up is Blue. They have been told to go west. They are going to make for the main road before going that way. The fastest way for them to do that is to cut through the building here. So.
Good thing there's a wall.
So that's how they're going to be.
Would Hierarchin know the position?
No.
They're not really making any attempt to be stealthy. Like, they're probably like chatting with one another. You'd get like a vague direction.
I might have seen them walk past that window as well.
Yeah. Then after them is Green. They've had the same order, but they're already on the main road. They're just going to follow the main road south and then east, so they're just going to move.
One's in a wall, dude.
I'm aware. End of their turn. Mind Flayers have issued their orders. They're not too worried about anything right now. All people. Rasulian, it's your turn.
I'll just probably Hunter's Mark one of the Mind Flayers.
Okay. I'd say you'll have to come up to the corner, so one over, and then you can like peek around the corner and do it. As long as you're within range to Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, let's check how much that is. Hunting. Range 90 feet.
You have to get a tiny bit closer.
Oh.
About 10 feet closer. And then get vision on them.
Oh, that would be
You'll
like
out in the open.
you'd be in the open. You would lose stealth on.
Don't do it.
You would. I was gonna say.
Okay, I'll move to
Could-
here then.
I mean, what I would say is Risu can fly.
What am I be
You could
seen?
like get up above the building.
Perch
I
on a
just
wall.
assume that this building is just about yay high.
It's one story with a ruined upper floor. Like there's
Okay.
holes in the roof and stuff.
Well, I can get past these guys and just like peek over the stairs.
Okay, I'll allow that. And then like you can see sort of the mind flayers by like peeking.
Yeah, let's double check.
Okay, which one would you like to Hunter's Mark?
Excellent. I'll go with. Oh gosh, that guy.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark on him. I don't believe they are aware of it.
Excellent. I better check that off then. That's my turn, Wayne.
Yeah, there's nothing that says that there's any sort of like physical change to them, so. End of your turn.
Yeah.
Archers don't do anything. It's Ott's turn.
Okay.
Can
Just
just before we do it, can Hiarkin move back and then do his action?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should go and then Nick get over here and then go bang again while they're stunned, because these guys will be the only ones, and I doubt they're gonna. I reckon it's worth it, and just get two, because these guys are already off on this way.
So you mean move here, use the wall of fire
Yeah,
directly
is it
up,
like a
and then
second,
go
like
back
it's a
again.
second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, then
There's
I
no
think.
point trying to go over here and doing that
So,
anymore.
like-
Yeah, exactly.
You hear Erlan like whisper to you across the road. Go, go, go!
Oh, we're going. Cool. Well,
Like nonchalant turtle.
nonchalant turtle.
Plod along.
Ott's gonna move to this window here because it's kind of best view since we're all going gung ho. He's pulling out the scorching ray, and
Sure.
pull 3 rays against. Oh, actually, sorry, to there, so I can get a direct shot on the 3 guys opposite through there, and going to use 1 on each. So let's see. So I get an advantage on the first one, right?
Sure, yep.
Okay. So attack roll d20 plus.
I'd say through the window you can only see these front 2. But you said you were doing all 3 of the rays on the same guy.
On these green guys over yonder.
Oh, on the
22
green
one.
guys. Okay, yeah, you can
'Cause
see all.
I had true strike on
Sure.
any of them. One of them.
We'll say whichever one you want to hit first.
Sure.
So you have advantage on the first attack.
Do I do d20? Oh, plus spell attack. Sorry. Yeah. Background skill class. d20 plus 7. Wow. Okay. So 1, and I'll do this one as. So is it advantage on the roll, or on the?
Yes,
Yeah.
on the attack roll.
Okay. Well, hey, 25. So that's the first
Okay.
one. Second
Definitely
one,
hits.
15, and 18.
Hits.
All
Both
3?
at the same guy, or
Yeah.
Well, let's just roll damage on the first one.
Yeah.
I think it's 2d6, and we'll see where we go from there.
Okay. 2d6 plus 0. There, 8. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll just do this back guy here
Okay.
because he's kind of most.
Sure. The first beam lances into him. He staggers back and looks over in confusion, seeing you now having revealed your position. You got 2 more attacks.
Yep. And second one, 10.
Another 10. Okay. A second beam lances through. Like, he tries to block it with his club, and several of his fingers are severed by the beam.
And yeah, I can tell you what, I'll do the third one on him.
Okay. It's another 10 damage.
Like him.
Seems very injured, but still alive.
Yeah.
As the last one, like, burns a hole through his hand and through his chest. He looks at you and, like, blood begins to pour out of his nostrils as he just, like, starts grunting and, like, looks like he's gonna charge you in rage.
Cool. And bonus action, I think I'm going to dash backwards on myself to
Okay.
be back where I was, basically.
Okay, you are no longer stealthed.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, just so yeah, it's kind of confusing where I am.
Okay.
Can I crouch behind the wall?
You can, but you can't sneak.
Right, but yeah, I guess it's not going to make me any less visible. It's just a physical look.
I mean, like, there is a physical wall. They can't currently see you. They've heard you move because you haven't stealthed, so you aren't moving silently.
Yeah, but if I crouch behind the window, they're not going to see me.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what I'll do.
Erland's turn. Currently invisible, Otter's just shot 3 laser beams at one of these orcs.
I'm going to Synaptic Snap.
Okay, whereabouts are you centering it?
Right here, so it should, in theory, get everyone.
Okay.
And can I do it to a higher level? It doesn't say anything about it on my spell sheet.
I believe specifically Synaptic Static doesn't do anything at a higher level.
Okay, then I'll roll it.
Because it's really good for what level it is.
Yeah.
What's the saving throw for me?
So the saving throw is. Let's have. Sorry.
I guess
Intelligence saving throw. Creature with a target takes. It doesn't say actually.
That's intelligence saving throw. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do the 2 Mind Flayers first. They have magic resistance, so they have advantage, and they have +7. First one almost certainly succeeds. Second one succeeds, so whether that means they'll take half damage or whatever.
Yeah. So.
And then I will do the orcs. They are almost certainly going to fail with their -1. Almost certainly fails. Almost certainly fails. That's 3 of failures. Ooh! This one succeeds with 19 -1. Actually, what is your DC? It'll be on your spell page.
Oh, sorry.
Spell save DC. If it's higher than an 18, then he fails.
Where will it say? Sorry.
There's a table at the top. The last one will definitely fail.
18, I think.
Okay, so he just barely succeeds.
Yeah.
This one succeeds.
Okay, so do I roll it or you roll it?
Yeah, I
You roll
believe
the
you will
damage.
roll damage.
So 8d6. I think it's 8d6. Sorry, I just want to check again.
20-foot radius. Half as much on a successful one. After a failed save, it has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. Okay.
There we go.
So
27 to each.
27 damage to each of these.
Well, and then do you take the higher or the lower? It's splitting it in half.
You always round down if that's what you mean.
Yeah, so you round down. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means the others take 13 hit points each once you succeeded.
Yes, the Mind Flayers and the Orc.
Yeah. Fucking Orc.
Okay. None of them die to it. However, all of the ones who failed, which would be all the orcs apart from this one, will all clutch their heads in agony. They appear to be about as injured from that as the one that Ott hit with his thing. The Mind Flayers sort of stagger back and look around and don't see where it came from. It hurt them, but they seem to be a bit hardier than the orcs. It was 13 damage to them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, sorry. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Is that the end of your turn?
I believe so. Because I don't want to really move any forwards until... Because the red ones are likely to get hit again, so I don't want to be there when they're there.
Okay. Well, it is the red
I guess I could...
ones.
No, I'll just stay where I am, yeah.
It is the red one's turn. Erlan is invisible. I will make perception check. Do you want to make stealth with advantage for me, please?
Yeah,
Matt?
yeah.
Haha. Don't even bother rolling. They won't get it.
Yeah, there we go.
With their big +1 to wisdom, that's a total of 10 for me on the perception. So they are instead going to run at the only person they know exists, which would be Ott.
Hi.
They can all get around you, unfortunately. So there's going to be attacks from each of them.
Wait, they could see where I went exactly.
Oh, where's
They
he
heard
going?
where you went.
Oh, hey, right,
Like
right.
I said, you weren't stealthed, so
Okay.
you're not obscuring your movement.
Uh-oh.
They are going to make attacks against you.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. That is going to be a +6 to hit. I'm just going to do this quickly. /R1d20 +6. Okay, so only one of them hits you. For big damage, 1d20 +4, I have a d12.
I hate to ask, but does he get advantage for being surrounding me?
Well done, Rob. You actually, for the two who don't hit you, that one hits you. That one still doesn't hit you. So 2 of them now hit you. Thank you, Rob. I'll give you inspiration for that.
Thank you.
Damn.
I put myself in danger for a good cause.
D12. That'd be 12 damage on the first one, as he just like runs straight up to you and clubs you in the head. The second one is 6 damage, as he just like slams into you in like the kidney with this like just big wooden club. And the last one, you like bring up your boreal blade and parry the blow. End of their turn. Hi, Arkin.
Right. 2 questions. How tall is the wall?
We'll say 15 feet.
Okay.
Nah, less than that, 10 feet.
That's fine. So the wall of fire is 20 foot high, right?
Okay.
So if I stand next to where Rasulian is,
Mm-hmm.
and fire it like that, 60 feet in that direction, that'll hit them.
I don't think it has to originate from you, does it?
No, it's just
It
you
just
have,
has to originate from a place that you can see that's within range.
yeah.
Sorry.
As long as whatever your range is, that's where whatever the range of the spell is, that's how far you can cast it to. And
I
then
know it's been a while since we did combat,
and
so
then it's 60 feet of that space.
Yeah.
So if you have
So I
a
could
if you
stand
get
on
if you
there
get
and
60
fire it like this.
If there's
Would
no
that hit
roofs,
all
yeah.
3 of the green ones
it would
there?
definitely hit all 3 of the green ones. It would definitely
And
hit
what
this
would it
guy.
hit at the end?
It would definitely hit the Mind Flayer and the nearest one. And then I think you can choose which side of it harms, right? So like you could
Yeah.
choose to harm like this side and it would hit that guy as well, I think.
They're all the damaged ones as well.
Sorry,
Yeah, let's do
So
that
it makes
then.
it easier
I'll
for
fire
Alex.
it.
Silly question. We slept before this, didn't we? So
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
we're all
Yeah.
full.
So I'll stand whatever here at the top of the stairs.
Sure.
I can see this guy in range, and then I'll fire it like that with
Okay.
the damage on the left.
Okay.
That should hit all 6 of them, right?
I think there's a saving throw for it
Yeah.
on when it first comes in, and then there isn't a save after that, is there? Yeah, so dexterity saving throw. Your DC is I want to say like 18
My
or
DC
something.
is 18.
18.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well done.
Right.
Well remembered.
Well, with that big +1 on the Orc's dex saving throws, I need to make 3, 4, 5 for the Orcs and 1 for the Mind Flayer. Fail, fail. Fail, fail. Fail and fail for the Mind Flayer as
Wow.
well. Everything fails.
Nice.
There's my rolls.
Amazing.
These 2 go in dice jail. Don't worry, I have spares.
I soap.
Okay, roll some damage for me.
5d8.
Yeah, I I don't really think the
Roll. Okay.
20. Okay,
There's your damage.
this guy's dead.
Whoa.
Nice. That's the guy I injured.
Nice.
Yes, that's the one that you injured.
Bye-bye.
20. The other two are definitely hurting, but not immediately dead. That guy's dead. And that guy's dead.
I like their death animations.
Wah!
Just disappear off to the left.
Fly.
The right,
fly
just
to the side of the screen.
Ascend to hell, descend to hell.
And the mind flayer like gets engulfed in the flames and like raises up both his hands, and like a psychic barrier appears, shielding it from some of the blow. It manages to survive. Does take fall damage though.
Awesome.
End of your turn.
Maybe I'll jump down off the stairs using the
Okay.
dash.
I mean, like,
Just so I'm
well-
a bit closer to the entrance.
Sure.
I just
Oh, okay,
realised I
I'll
probably
go
could
back
have
to where
used
I
a
was.
reaction to those guys, couldn't I? Idiot.
Oh, you mean to? I'll allow you to do it. It's been a while
It's
since
way-
we
it's
last
way too
played,
late,
so
don't worry. I'll,
Okay.
He's got slow reactions.
Yeah.
He's a bit tired.
Otten
it's
the
Taito's
controller
turn then.
Yeah, Taito's gonna help Art.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Hang on. 5.
Yeah, you do it.
Sorry. 5, 10. Could get there where he's in melee with two of them.
Yeah, he's gonna pounce on the one in front of him.
This one?
Yeah. I
Sure.
gotta read how that does again.
I believe it's a strength save from this guy, isn't it?
I hate that it's not in a attack
Plus
spot.
6.
Pounce. Must
My next
succeed
D20
on a DC
activate.
12 strength saving throw.
That's a 20 on the strength save. I'm assuming that succeeds.
Yeah.
Is Sarah real quiet for anyone else?
Oh, sorry.
She is a bit quiet.
Oh, okay.
It's because
Sure, okay. I turned her up on Discord.
Yeah, same.
it's
Oh,
the
I've
other. It's on
already
the
had
other
her on
screen, so I'm looking away from the
Hello.
mic.
Just shift your mic into your
Are
face,
you-
poor
Are
head.
you complaining about my
Can't-
hand-me-down
Yeah.
Okay. I
I'll
mean,
take it
like,
off then.
Sarah's screens are truly cursed.
What?
Like, you have them so high up. I know that they're, like,
Those you can fit
on
the
arms.
drawing tablet underneath.
Yeah.
It's
And
the whole
better
reason
for your
why it's so
neck.
high.
Yeah.
Well, that's only if you sit higher up.
I'm not that
Really, they're
tall,
eye
clearly.
level.
Sarah's taller than me.
I think the
Well-
top of the
Oh, yeah.
screen is supposed to be eye level with your eyes.
Yeah, the top of the screen is meant to be.
Oh,
Anyway,
Not-
Yeah.
not
yeah,
as often.
that's
Yeah.
ergonomically.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anyway,
lightning teeth.
Lightning Teeth, just make an attack roll for me, please.
Attack.
That will probably hit with whatever his bonus is, and it's like plus 10.
Pretty certain.
So-
Yeah.
Roll me some damage.
Right. I do have that saved. 2d6 plus 10.
Sounds about right.
18.
Okay. 18 damage as Taito just sort of latches onto the back of one of these orcs and just like starts like tearing at him with these thunder infused fangs while he's busy trying to like club Opt. End of Taito's turn. It is now Yolia's turn.
So
There
I've
is
just...
a wall of fire
Oh, do you want to draw it
down
on?
this line, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, like that.
Put which way is it facing?
Well, it was starting
It's facing
from
towards you.
starting
you
from
kidding
that
me?
first green guy
Oh, was it
I
spine?
literally just...
from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. That's
Can
it.
fire injure friendlies or? is that
Yes.
not really
Yeah, it can.
I wasn't sure if it's
And
like
the damage comes from this direction, so if
Yep.
you walk into it, you get hurt.
It's the only way I can actually get into this fight.
No.
Well, unless you go.
Can you
off the
just
screen.
go into this white
It's only
space
like
right
you've
here?
got a million feet of movement.
True, but... Yeah, okay,
Just
one sec.
Can you just jump over the fire?
I
Yeah,
was
it's
just
only 20
thinking,
foot. You can jump.
Climb up the building.
Jump off the
be
wall,
honest,
you'll get an extra
technically,
10
yeah.
foot.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Yolia actually can run up walls.
I can, yeah. I could just run up the wall, and fling myself
Like,
over
monks
it.
are hilarious.
Or I could do something really stupid, guys.
Don't hurt yourself.
Do it.
Oh, thank you. I am going to get into a straight line.
Uh
I am going to
Oh my
charge right at
What are you
this
doing?
dude.
huh. All right.
As in, literally all you hear is, "Oh, you are fucking kidding me!" As this happens.
Yo breaks stealth. Screams,
Uh,
"Are you fucking kidding me?" Just roll the fire damage for me, please, Nick. I get 5d8.
Singed
Oh my
cat.
god.
There's
Are you
no
sure,
save
are you
against
sure
it.
about this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not
Alex,
my fault.
this is what you say you want to do.
Hey, it
15
wasn't,
damage
it wasn't
to
a
you.
bad throw, actually.
That's not too bad at all.
No, it's alright.
And then I'm going to use my ability,
Mhm.
where after I've ran 20 feet in a straight line, to
Mhm.
pounce.
Okay.
So if I hit the attack now, my unarmed strike. Come on,
You're
roll
using
good.
unarmed strike, okay.
Yeah. I'm using unarmed strike
It's like,
in this.
I guess the spear is like on your back right now.
Yes, the spear isn't just on my back.
Okay.
So 7 plus lots. So 7 plus 14.
Yeah,
20.
that'll do.
Yeah. Okay, so it has to make
Yeah, 15, so.
a strength saving throw
Okay.
with a DC equal to 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my strength modifier.
Well, plus 0, he gets a nat 1.
Oh, okay.
Dice number 3 goes into the jail.
Okay, so he has been knocked prone.
It's now Vox Machina's dice. Okay,
Um,
he's prone.
what else can I do? I also want to do something quite interesting. Where is it? Is it part of my flurry of blows where they have to do it? Immediately after taking it. Yeah. Oh yeah. So okay. So that's the first hit. Is that pounce move? I'll need to deal damage. Let me do that as well. That's 3 plus. It's 12 damage.
What damage? Still alive.
12. Yep. Okay, and then my next one, which is with advantage. So that definitely is 15 plus numbers. So let me just see.
He has an AC of 15, so you can just say hits.
Yeah, I've hit him again.
Okay.
For 13 damage that time.
Okay.
Let me just see.
So does pouncing
10,
at him not like push him back?
50. No.
It just
But-
knocks him to the ground. He's prone right now.
Yeah.
Is there many
but
things that push people around?
You
yes,
can
I
push
did-
people, yeah.
I can do something in a second. I'm going to spend a key point to flurry of blows.
Okay.
So he's obviously still prone, so that's probably hit. That'll probably hit. That definitely hits.
Roll damage for me.
10 damage.
Okay, he's still alive.
That's fine.
3 hit points.
I want him to also make a dexterity saving throw this time.
Disadvantage because he's prone. 5 plus I don't care, he fails.
Okay, so he gets shoved backwards 15 feet.
5, 10, 15. Hits into his friend. I'll have his friend make a dexterity saving throw. Hang on. Nat 1. Okay. Let's give him like a d6 of damage. That sounds fair. Okay. His friend takes 5 damage as he just gets like punched like something out of the Matrix and just like flies colliding into his friend who staggers back.
I move out of the fire, like through the back end of the fire, which means I'm now not in
He's
it
moved.
anymore. Him, yeah.
1 over. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. And one more attack. Hits. And I'm pretty certain he just dies from this next
Yeah,
hit,
he has
even no matter what I
3
roll.
health, so...
So there
He's
you go.
down.
So that's the one down then.
Sarah, on your turn, you can use a bonus action to move your hunter's mark, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Okay, end of your turn, Alex.
That's the end of my turn, yeah.
Cool. Next up is the Blues, who, hearing this commotion, are going to run out 30 feet, first of all. Let's just put them into the building. And then they are going to use, what's it called? Aggressive, which allows them to dash as a bonus action. So, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet. Put them like that. And that's their turn. After them is the greens. I believe at the start of their turn they take damage from the wall of fire. Do you want to roll that for me, Nick?
Yep. There you go.
20. They are on 5 hit points
Again.
each. They do survive, though. That's what I wanted to know, is if they just die at the start of their turn. I am going to have them immediately run,
And
and
die.
then they're going to dash with a bonus action. I'm going to give them a roll to see Matt, because they're literally going to run straight past him. Fail. Okay. They are literally going to run straight past you, Matt. I don't think they exit your space, so you won't get an opportunity attack. They are in your space right now, like in melee with you, basically, but they don't know you exist.
Personal space.
Because they are dumb as hell. And
I
that's
get
the end of their
advantage
turn.
then, right?
Say again, sorry, Matt?
I'd get advantage, correct?
Yeah, because they don't know you're there. Well, because you're invisible, full stop. Now it's the Mind Flayer's turn. The one remaining Mind Flayer is going to look at the angry cat who just charged and murdered his ally. He is going to Mind Blast you. Make an intelligence saving throw for me, please, Alex.
Okie dokie. What's the DC, please?
15.
Yikes. I am going to spend a key point, thank you, to re-roll that. There we go, I saved. I rolled a 3 to begin with, Logan, so I got an 8, but after spending a key point, I rolled a 17. Woo!
Okay, it doesn't actually
Thank
specify
God.
what happens on a success, so I'm going to say you just completely resist the effect. As it turns, blasts you, and then like you just keep running at it, and it goes and runs away from you 30 feet. Well, it sort of like levitates away from you.
Yeah.
And that's the end of his turn. Sarah, it's your turn.
Ran away. One my hunter's mark on the one that's running.
I'd say if you like fly 10 feet up in the air, you can get a look at him.
Okay.
You've got buildings in the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
right,
kind of
right. That
imperative
makes sense.
We get him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll
Okay.
probably move forward a little bit, like.
Mark, you still have a lightning arrow that is
Yeah,
charged up.
that's what I was
currently.
waiting for. I'll fly. I'll be in between the buildings then, and then up.
Up 10 feet.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll be 20 feet.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah, hunter's mark on him, and I'll use my lightning arrow.
Okay. How does lightning arrow work?
Okay. Make an attack roll as normal. The target takes 4d8 lightning damage on a hit or half on a miss.
Okay.
Attack roll.
Is there like an AoE around it as well?
There is, but he
Each creature
ran
within
away.
10 feet. Is there anything within 10 feet of them? Nope. Okay.
No.
So
Wait,
just
Wait, hold on,
roll
hold
an
on.
attack.
Is that targeted 10 feet or just in 10 feet?
It's
10
whether you
feet
hit
from
or
what gets hit.
miss, within 10 feet of the target, there's a bit of splash. But you target a creature, so
Which one's she targeting again? Just
Mind
The one
Flayer, I
that's
believe.
running
oh, the mind flayer, right? Okay, sorry, that's fine. I thought you were going after the archers, then I was getting concerned.
So, yeah, make an attack roll and then give me some damage.
Okay. don't know how you do a normal attack roll. Really.
So go to your weapons page and just click your bow like you
Oh.
normally would, and then instead of taking that damage, we'll roll the 4d8, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, Logan,
Yeah.
with the one mind flayer being taken
24
down,
definitely hits. Uh-huh.
has this caused any of the orcs to like kind of come back to their senses, or are they still just
Previously, whenever it's happened, it's only been when the last mind flayer goes down
right?
that
Okay,
there's been an end to the mental domination effects.
okay.
Okay.
Sorry, 19 damage, thank you. Da, 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 da. Okay, you like blast him with a bolt of lightning. It like rips a hole through his torso. He's like staggers back, now like looking desperately at both Yolia and Risu. It's trying to think of a way in which it can save itself.
Should I add the extra?
Oh yeah, your
Hunter's
Hunter's Mark, another 6 damage, thank you. It is now far below half health.
Oh.
And it is now the archer's turn. If that's the end of your turn, Sarah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The archer's nearest threat is Yolia. They don't know she can catch arrows. That is going to be a +6 to hit. Ooh, nat 20.
I am definitely reacting to that one being thrown at me.
So-
So let me just read. You can use your reaction to catch a missile when you are hit by. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus my Dex modifier plus my monk level.
There's no physical way that I can roll enough that overcomes that number.
Roll it anyway, and we'll just see.
Alright, I already rolled. I rolled a 4 on the d10 for the bow that they're using, the longbow that they're using. So that's double to 8. Plus 4 is 14 damage on the d20.
Oh, I take no damage then. If you
You
reduce
just-
the damage to 0, you can catch the missile if it's small enough for you to hold in one hand. And then I can spend a key point to make a ranged weapon attack with it.
It's a d10 damage for the...
I'm
arrow.
going to do that. Logan, I have used, before my next turn, I've used now...
2 key points already, I believe. So a third one will get you key exhaustion, which does, I think, a d6 of damage to you.
a d6 of damage. So, yes, I am going to throw it back at him. So I will do the damage on the arrow first, which is a 10.
You got roll to hit.
Do I?
Oh,
Oh,
you have to make an attack roll.
if
Yeah.
if you catch him, you make an attack. Yeah, an attack with the. Okay, let me just roll the attack anyway. That's an 8. What do I get bonuses for it?
It'll be proficiency and.
You
so
make
it'll
an
be
attack
like
with the weapon or piece. No, you just call
same as
part
one
the
of your
same
darts.
reaction. You make this attack with proficiency, regardless. Okay, so that is a 19 to hit.
hits.
Shall we take my?
Yeah,
Shall I
we can
re-roll
take
the
the roll
damage?
that you got earlier.
That's 10.
Okay.
10 damage with the arrow, and I take
Plus
2
your
damage.
dex.
Oh, plus my dex, plus 6, so that's 16 damage.
Okay.
Do we add my?
Stole it.
It's just 16 damage.
There's no magic bonus on this arrow. So
No, that's fine. I was just thinking
the
in terms of
next
but
attack against you. Ooh, 19 plus 4 still hits you. Vox Machina dice.
Yeah, that's right.
You've used your reaction already, so I don't believe you can catch this one. Ooh, that's actually better. That is 12 damage.
Okay.
As 2 arrows fly towards you simultaneously. One of them is like flying straight towards your face. You reach up and catch that one, and while you're trying to be fancy, like spinning it around and throwing it back like a dart, another one slams into like your shoulder. And this one that you hit with his own arrow like staggers back and is bleeding heavily. And that's the end of their turn. In fact, no. They're dominated. They're going to try and block the way. It's now Ott's turn.
Hello. Okay.
Hello!
So, Ott is going to use Scorching Ray again, but this time
I will...
Oh,
just because it's been a while since we last played, I will remind you any ranged attacks like Scorching Ray are at disadvantage while you're in melee with anything.
Oh, okay. So is it with
Stabby stab.
Can I disengage? Well, what I was
Oh,
thinking
you can
is
do that.
I
You
was
can
gonna,
disengage.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could disengage because I want to finish off these two guys here. Because Art doesn't know about Erlan here, but he's thinking Hayarkin is on his own somewhere in this room, and there's 3 guys coming this way and 2 guys coming this way that he's at risk of being attacked by.
That's
and Art is
entirely fair.
has also got backup right here, so he's less worried about the guys that are in front of him and more worried about Erlan.
You've seen Taito just tear through things before.
Yeah. So my hope is disengage, use 1-2 on here, and I was thinking a third on the guy next to me, but if he's next to me, that's not a great idea for a ranged attack. So probably.
So if you disengage, you could move to where you're not in melee with them. Like you could move to there, for example, and you'd be able to get a shot on anyone you want.
Cool. Then I like that idea. Because then I know this guy's on lower health, so having a third hit on him would be most beneficial. But we'll see how the dice work. So I do have a button for
Scorching Ray?
Scorching Ray weapon.
Oh yeah, for your spell attack.
for
I'm pretty sure I set that up, yeah.
So 1, 2, and 3. Ooh. Okay, so one of them has failed.
Unfortunately,
all 3
none
fails.
of those hit. It's a 16 armor class.
Damn. Okay, well that was a waste of an entire turn. I was really excited for that.
I'm really sorry, that's just unlucky, man.
Yep, that's how it goes. Well,
There's nothing you can do to...
I was disengaged.
You
so
do have an inspiration, if you want to re-roll one of those.
I will. That was a good inspiration, so let me just deduct my inspiration there. And yeah, I'll re-roll weapon, spell attack. Oh, what a waste.
Sorry.
Sad. Okay, well, in that case, so how far is that? Oops.
You've moved like 15 feet, we'll say.
You
Like
let me pass
5,
through. Okay,
15.
yeah, 15. And I'm gonna move the further 15 feet to. Actually,
Okay.
Or is it? Well, I'm just thinking. Is it worth me staying there? Because then Taito. Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I was. Because then Taito can still.
You step away.
Step away.
Shoot.
Do
Step
nothing.
back to where you were.
Yeah, because even though I'm more in danger here, Taito can still get advantage on the attacks. So that is my go.
Okay, Erlan's turn.
Waste of a go.
I'm going to start swinging for these two then. I'm going to stab,
Okay.
stab, stab, stab,
We're
stab.
going to assume then that you've got the swords equipped rather than the sonic
Yes,
cannon.
Yeah, I've got the sword
Okay.
equipped at the moment. God, it's been so long. There we go. So, stab, stab, stab.
2 of those hit.
And then it's with... Oh. And then...
I will tell you, actually, each
Yeah.
of these guys has 5 hit points, so your minimum damage would kill them.
There we go then. I'll just do that.
Those 2 are both out with your free attacks. That's action and bonus action spent. In fact,
Okay.
yeah, action and bonus action.
And then I'm going to move up. How much movement do they get? 30 feet. There's no point in them dashing. So I'm going to step one tiny bit away from them, from where the furthest can move.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then I'm just going to stand here. Pardon
Are you
me.
waving at me?
And then, yeah, so
Hi.
I can
Invisibly.
wave with Hyarkin as well, yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Do the others spot me killing those two?
I will make a roll. They definitely see their friends die.
Yeah.
That is 19 plus 0 if you want to roll stealth with advantage, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They see their friends get cut to pieces. They assume it's a spell.
Okay. Cool.
For some reason, the spell yelled "Have at you" and then killed them.
Yes. They hear just the faintest bit of like Pirates of the Caribbean, dun, 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 and then just stops. Okay, yeah, I'll pass
end of
on
your
to
turn?
yeah.
Okay, it is now the Reds. Taito will say 2 of them attack Taito, 1 of them will attack Ott. We'll say Taito has done the most damage to this group, I think.
Suck it.
13 plus 4 is 17?
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Okay, second attack. 16 plus 4 is 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That would be 9 bludgeoning damage to Taito.
None.
And the one against Ott, 19 plus 4.
Can I?
Box marking a dice roll's pretty good.
Can I use my uncanny dodge this time?
Yeah, to half the damage. That's 10 damage, half to 5.
Cool. Very cool.
And end of their turn. Iarkin's turn.
My turn. Right, I'm going to poke my head out of here. And use... I just closed it so I could move. Lightning bolt, is it?
Sure.
Hold on.
That's
where
a
is
spell that you have.
it? It is, yes. I'm going to fire it. This way, and hit these 3.
Okay, dex save from them. They have a big +1.
So it is...
Fail. Fail. Fail.
Okay.
I had to roll a 17 or higher, so...
8d6 lightning damage for all of them, then.
Mm-hmm. Roll it for
Enjoy
me.
your 32 points of damage.
Sick.
Damn.
They're all
Are
immediately
they all
bloodied.
dead?
No, but they are all immediately bloodied.
Awesome. And then, with my dash, I'm just going to pop myself right back in there again.
You know,
I've been doing that
You
a
don't,
lot
even,
this
you don't
session.
even need to dash. That's just your movement.
Well,
You've moved like you
Oh, yeah,
literally
true, it
walked
wasn't
like
even
a
that far,
meter
was
to
it?
walk out the door, blasted lightning through your fingers, flipped them off, and walked back through the door.
that seems to be my game plan.
Puts the kettle on.
Put the kettle on, yeah? Do you want to come into my house?
Step
It's a
into
bit, it's a
my
bit
house.
empty, you know.
Bit
Okay.
destroyed.
Yeah, I
Uh,
like it like that.
end of your turn. It's Taito's go.
Title lightning fangs.
Okay, I believe because I'm refreshing my memory as well. Taito has a thing that lets him attack everyone that's around him, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. Beast defense. No. Storm of claw and fangs.
Okay. So he can attack 2 of them if he doesn't also want to attack Art.
So at 11th level, your companion use an action to make a melee against each creature of its choice within 5 feet of it.
Okay. Only one of those can be his bite, the other ones have to be claws, but...
Okay. We'll use bite
one? I'm
first.
guessing you want to bite the one that's already injured.
Yeah, the one that's in his
Okay.
mouth.
19 definitely hits. Don't even worry about adding things. Just roll damage for me, please.
Okay. 2d6 plus 10. 16.
Still alive. Very
Oh.
hurt, though.
I like to think the orcs give bashing damage.
They do bludgeoning damage.
Nah, bash.
That's
Bashing
nice.
sounds more orcish though.
Yeah.
Plus
They do
nine.
Daka.
Okay. Plus 9 to hit. So I just do 20.
Plus 9 definitely
Plus
hits.
9.
So roll claw damage for me.
1d4 plus 9. So 13 on that day.
Okay, that's the first damage she's taken so far. But yeah, Taito just again like starts ripping into the crowd.
Sprays blood all over Rot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Alright.
Strawberry milk.
Turtle soup.
End
Okay.
of Taito's turn.
It is.
can Ott take the blood that splashed onto him and draw 2 lines on either side of his face?
You get some sick war paint.
With sick war paint.
The orcs appreciate it actually.
Oh,
They
really?
think it looks pretty metal.
Yeah.
Even the ones that are getting ripped apart.
Absolutely.
It's
If
like
anyone
Welsh.
is going to appreciate that,
It's
it's
gonna
an
be the
orc.
orcs. Yeah, yeah.
So that makes it Yolya's turn, I believe.
Ah, it is back to me. Okay. Well, it'd be difficult to like try and blaze past these guys.
That was
So-
why they stood there.
I'm just gonna wail on this one.
Okay.
That's a 12 plus numbers.
Hits.
Because you know my 2-hit is stupid.
A
This
minimum like plus 13, I'm pretty sure. So.
It's a 14. I've rolled an 18 to hit on my second.
18 damage. That's
Hey,
exactly.
no, not my 18 damage. Sorry, I'm rolling the 2 attacks.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, an 18. So I
Okay.
rolled like a ridiculous amount, and then an 18. Does the 18 hit?
18 also hits.
Okay, so I'll roll the
There's
damage.
16 armor class.
Okay, so that's 6,
Mash him up.
12,
Mash 'em
15,
up.
15 on the first hit.
Okay, still alive. Just barely. He's on 3 hit points.
Okay, well he's dead.
Cool.
And well, I've still got a lot of movement. And ignoring the second one, I literally don't care. So I'll take the
Attack of
I'll take the attack.
opportunity.
I'll take it. Yeah.
That's only a 13, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
that
hit you.
misses. And then I'm going to flurry of blows to attack the
Mind Flayer.
Mind Flayer. So that's 13 to hit.
Hits. 13 to hit.
2 hit. Oh, 13 plus
Okay.
14, so like 27.
I was going to say, that's very low for you.
I would like to make it to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, 1
That's
second.
not what I wanted to do.
Con, it has +1. 8.
It is stunned.
Cool.
Anyway, the first hit does 10 damage, and then
Okay.
so the second attack, which I have advantage with, 16 plus numbers again, and 5 plus 9, 14 damage on the second hit.
Still alive.
Yep, but it's stunned. It can't move.
It's on 4 hit points.
It's an easy kill, Sarah.
Easy.
End of your turn. It is now the blue group's go. None of them are dead. They are all hurt. They are going to, having just been lightning bolted, run 30 feet, bonus action to dash to get into...
Oh!
The first one, you have your reaction if you want to opportunity attack that, Matt, with advantage because you're invisible.
Yeah, I will. It's only the one hit, isn't it? It's not like
Yes.
this. Chow, chow, chow. Yeah.
That would be funny though.
Chow.
Hits, does 11 damage. He's still alive, just barely.
Jesus, that poor
He's
guy.
on 2 hit points. He's going to run to make room for his allies because they have plenty of movement. They're going to just try and
Do I
surround.
not get them as well?
Iarkin. You only get 1 reaction per turn, I'm afraid.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hello, guys.
They go
Well, because they
At
probably
you.
think he killed them
like
as well.
in a berserker rage.
Does that mean one of them knows that something's out there?
I'll make an intelligence check for these dumb fucking orcs.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, nat 19. Sure. They know that there is an invisible thing that just hit one of them in the back. They don't know where it is, and they do know that there's a spellcaster that just blasted them all with lightning.
Wait, do they have
So they're gonna make
in intelligence?
intelligence, yeah.
They're gonna make the guess that he's the invisible thing.
Well, they know that there is another person in the fight who just hit them in the back. They don't know where you are, though, so, like, doing what they can at the moment to try and save their own lives,
Yeah.
they're going to deal with the guy that just shot them all. So, 3 attacks against you, Nicholas, with advantage. That is 21 to hit for the first one.
Yep.
Second one, ooh, nat 19, that one will hit as well. Last one will almost certainly not hit, that's only a 12.
Okay. that
Actually,
one's-
with advantage, yeah, still not bad. So, 2 attacks hit you.
Mhm. What's the damage?
9 damage on the first one. Ooh, and almost max damage. 13 damage on the second one. Sorry,
Okay.
15 damage on the second one.
Fine.
So these 3 things like just run up at you and like stop beating you with clubs. You just like hold up your arms like, ah!
Damn it, I thought I was safe in this house.
It's like the police in the old-fashioned films that just surround a person, all bashing them.
Yeah, they just get their batons out and just waving them in the air.
See, I was going to make a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. There's a scene where they do like exactly that, just like stand around a guy and stamp on him. But it's the Mind Flayer now. Roll a d6 for me, please, Sarah.
But he's stunned.
Oh yeah, he is stunned. He doesn't do anything. Still roll a d6, actually. He can
Oh.
recharge his thing.
Sarah, you
Ooh,
know.
okay, he recharges his Mind Blast.
Don't roll. He forgot he
yeah.
was stunned.
Oh yeah.
End of his turn, but he does have his Mind Blast back. Now it's your turn, Sarah.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Alright.
With what? Character cards over here, not the title. Flame string bow.
Hits, does 17 damage, and kills him. Would you like me to be kind?
+6? Plus D6?
I mean, like, he's fucking dead, but there's something that I could remind you of if you would like me to.
It's
that
something to
moving?
do with Taito, maybe?
I'm making him do his reaction tap.
Yeah.
Can he see me?
Yeah, you're flying up in the air.
Oh, okay, that's what
Taito can see you.
Okay,
I don't
thought-
think it's fair to say he could see you before when you were, like, stood on the stairs, because there was a wall in the way, but, like, now that you're flying...
Okay, I thought he couldn't see me.
Well, I'll allow it.
Okay.
He can probably, like, barely see you, but...
So can he use his Storm of
Yep.
Fangs and Teeths?
Yep. Storm of Fangs and Fangs, yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we roll an attack on the guy in front.
Is it +9, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So it does not hit, unfortunately, with 16
Okay, other
armor
guy.
class. You make, what is that, 14, I think, with that attack roll. Your claws against the other guy,
Claws. No.
not high enough.
Sorry, that over it.
You hate to see it.
It happens. Okay. Bonus time. Bonus action for me is moving my hunter's mark.
Okay,
I could probably just see this guy.
sure. Hunter's mark on to him.
Can you see the people in the room with Hayakin? If you're high.
Probably not. There'll be like holes in the roof. I'd allow it, but I'd give them some cover.
Also, does my lightning arrow carry over for the rest?
No. Once it's
So-
fired once, it is used up.
Okay, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Is now the... Actually, sorry. On the end of your turn with the last Mind Flayer dead, the orcs that were being mind controlled are now freed from that mind control. I'm going to roll a d20 with disadvantage because you've killed a lot of their friends.
Whether they'll be willing to join us.
Yeah.
Only 3.
13, I don't think so.
These guys are friends with me. They just came to say hi.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's
No,
like,
Clearly,
No.
they're on our side
let's
now.
have a little party.
They just shook my hand a bit too hard. That's
The
where I took
Archer's turn. He already got one crossbow bolt thrown back at him. I think he's learned his lesson on that. Honestly,
What can an archer do if he's not going to use his bolts?
I mean, he has got a club.
No,
I
it's
rolled
just another
really
bolt.
low on that intelligence just then, so he's not going to live and let live. He just watched you kill his archer buddy, so he's going to pull out a club and charge Yolya,
I thought you were about to say
screaming in Orcish.
I thought you were about to say pull out a club and bash his own head because he's just seen someone else get bashed.
I'm that intimidating.
He might as well, to be honest. He's on 16 hit points. That's a nat 6 to hit. Yeah,
He
that's
swings, I just like slightly
Step
move.
back.
Step back. Boom. Ah. Okay.
He's done. Oh, it's your turn.
Oh hi. Yeah, I actually didn't plan. Boil blade it is.
Okay.
Wait, where is he? Boil blade. Yeah, because this is my big sword. I'm gonna go for the least. Oh, sorry. I should also say who I'm attacking. The guy who's got the least health. I think it's this guy.
This one, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
With 14, you kill him. Would you
Nice.
like me to be kind?
Yeah, please.
Okay. First of all, there's no point using your sneak attack on that because he had so low hit points.
Oh yeah.
But second of all, you have your offhand weapon, your returning gust.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Oh,
which,
I don't even
as a
have that.
bonus action, you can attack with if you use the attack action, which you have done.
Yes, I'd love to do that. Yeah, I don't have it as a weapon in my thing, but
Hang on one moment. I think I put it in. 1 second.
mace, dagger.
I might have put it in as a
sword.
ranged weapon.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be the same bonus, ranged or melee, so...
Cool. Wait, so with the returning gust, you were saying that... Ooh, okay, I thought I created a macro. With the returning gust then, what were you saying about that? Is it just because it's a bonus action I can use it? Or...
Yeah, so anyone can use a bonus action to attack with their offhand. That's why Matt's able to make 3 attacks if he uses his bonus action.
This is the first time I've had an offhand.
Yeah, so
okay.
this is dual wielding, basically.
Oh, amazing. Oh, pie hard. Let's go.
So, hit with a nat 20, you haven't used sneak attack this round, so you could also use sneak attack, which will be double because of the nat 20.
Oh my goodness. Alright. Yeah, I'll use sneak attack, which I do have a...
So that'll be...
Sneak attack is this one.
I think you've got a weapon in it for sneak attack, haven't you? You can just click it.
Yeah, I've done it.
Sorry. 29 damage. Doubled is...
Oh, love the suspense of
58.
moves.
58. Plus, you rolled a 3 on the returning gust, which is doubled to 6, so plus 6. Plus 7 because of the actual damage bonus on returning gust. So, for a total amount of damage of 71 points to this poor orc.
Yeah!
Christ.
That
Sneak
is
attack was nat 20. He had 32 hit points. He now has negative something ridiculous. He's eviscerated.
What was it, 70? How many?
72 by my... 71, sorry, by my calculations.
Oh.
Rogues are great when they get crits. So he's at negative 40, by the way.
Why couldn't you use that on the dragons, dude? That's so much damage.
I know. I like dealing as much damage as Yolya. Well, almost. Nowhere near, but up there.
I mean, Yolya rarely does 70 odd points of damage. Plus, you did 14 damage on your other attack. So, you outdamaged Yolya there, definitely, on that turn.
Wow.
I consistently get about
Probably
most of the time
40-ish,
40 to 60 if I'm being generous.
Yeah, but at least
So,
hit,
you got almost probably 80 points of damage on that turn.
Yeah, and
75.
that's using 4 attacks. You used 2.
So,
I just need to
nat 20s are
more.
good, dude.
Nat
Nat 20s on rogues are great.
That's the first time I've used Returning Gust, I think. So that's why I'm so surprised how much I dealt. But yeah.
I mean, without the sneak attack, returning gust would have done 10 damage on that. But it's 10 damage for free.
Yeah.
So, anyway. That's the end of Ott's turn, is it?
I suppose I can... I'm going to move closer to this guy, I think. Wait, is it worth it? No, actually, I was going to... I'm still within radius, so I'm going to disengage.
You've used your bonus action to it, and your action already.
Screw it, I'm going to try try my luck and move...
What are you doing?
Oh, wait.
Ooh, definitely hits with 19 plus 4. That's 23 to hit.
I can't move as far as I wanted to. Sorry, I didn't finish, but I'm going to have to move to there because you've said that I'm going to get attacked, so I'm moving to this point.
Okay.
It's too late for me to change my mind, that was all.
Clubs you in the back of the leg.
Yeah.
Max damage is 16 bludgeoning.
Oh, he hit me, did he? Okay.
Yeah, 19 plus 4, so he hits. Would you like to use your reaction to half that?
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay, so 16 halved is 8 damage.
Wait, do I have uncanny dodge on? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, your
I've used it.
reaction comes back on your turn, so you'll have it again.
Yeah. Yes, I'd like to use uncanny dodge. So what do you say, 16 half to 8?
Yep. And now it's Erland's turn.
I'm gonna start slamming through the door. I'm
Alright.
gonna start trying to kill. So yeah.
Hits. 10 damage. He's on 3 hit points.
Cha.
11 damage. He's dead.
Okay.
Ha! Death
I can move
animation.
forwards, can't I?
Yeah, you step over his body.
Yeah. And then it's just one more hit, isn't it?
This one is the more injured of the two.
Okay. Am I still invisible?
Yep.
Okay then. So this one
Greater
gets
invisibility is
advantage.
really good.
Yeah.
Hits, 9 damage, he's dead.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
you ruined my plans.
And can I move a bit further, seeing as I haven't used all my
Yep.
movement? Put myself there. So that
Okay.
guy's surrounded now.
It is now Red's turn. The last surviving red dude.
The poor archer.
I wish I threatened him on the way out. Said like, "You've seen what I've done to done to your friends. Do you want to join us or die?" But it's too late for that.
No survivors this one.
I'm gonna
Rob.
make an intelligence check for him. Nope. Sure is a pity these guys are dumb as a bag of rocks.
No
Run straight at
survivors.
Art.
Oh, I can't uncanny dodge again. That's sad.
Doesn't hit with a 6 plus 4, so 10. And that's the end of his turn. Hi Arkin, it's your go.
You know what? I think I'm going to do something I've never done before.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use an actual weapon.
Oh my,
My
goodness.
god.
Wow.
Not another
Why would you do
triple
that?
twist.
Why? Look at what you did. Nothing.
Wait, he has advantage because he's flanked.
Right.
He was
Okay. Yeah.
inspired by Rob.
You still
okay.
You go "Ugh," and miss. Huh, now I know why I don't do this.
You like strike, but you then realise you have like no muscles, and the orc just raises his club and blocks it with one hand.
Okay, right. Those weapons are going back in the closet, never to come out ever
I
again.
cannot believe you just did that. What a stupid thing to do.
He was inspired by Rob.
Yeah.
Inspirational.
I think because he tried, Logan, you should give him inspiration.
Sure,
and
you
allow
want
him to hit
You can
again.
have inspiration. You can't re-roll on this. You'll have inspiration for next turn.
Okay, I'll accept it. Make me feel a little bit better about myself, sure.
It's okay. I
End of your
I-
turn, Nick.
I whiffed an entire go earlier. I was,
Yeah.
so, I was so
Tito's turn.
hyped up for.
Yeah. Okay.
That's true.
It's about
Right.
And you lost your inspiration.
I know it was the worst go ever.
A little steppy, a little
Uh-huh.
step back, and he's going to charge forward. So he's going to try and pounce on that guy.
All right, strength save.
Yes.
5 plus numbers almost certainly fails.
Do you want me to double check it? It's 12.
Yeah, it does not succeed.
So he's prone. And we're going to use electric
Maul
teeth.
him. Maul him.
So D20. That's 9. Can't see it. 3. Plus 9. 12.
Unfortunately, he has an AC of 60. So technically, I think it's when you hit, he makes the saving throw.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
Oh,
so
you
you're
have
not
to
prone.
make an attack roll.
Unfortunately, you miss with that attack, so he does not make the saving throw, and is not prone.
that's poopy.
As he, I think it's like a comedy of errors, so like when he missed Ott, he like swung really wildly, and like Taito had to like abort his attack to avoid getting smacked in the face by an errant club.
Okay. Well, I guess that's Taito's turn.
Okay. Yolia's turn.
Wow. I just look at this guy.
Come on, respect his bravery.
I will look at him and say,
He says to you in Orc, let me die a warrior's death.
Oh, I thought you were going to say my name, Jeff, then.
My name's Jeff.
My name's
That's what he
Jeff.
says. My name's Jeff, let me die a
That'd be much
warrior's
better.
death.
let me die a warrior. Oh my god, it rhymed. Okay.
So he's announcing a rap battle.
Yeah, I will strike at him, and my first
God.
one hits him.
Uh-huh. damage.
For 6 plus 9 is what?
15, he's on 1
15.
hit point.
Well, I hit him once more For 18 to hit,
He says you hit like a girl,
as I deal 10 damage.
and he dies.
Oh my god.
As I hit him with the second one, I go, I am a girl.
I am no man.
And I think at that point I just probably like think I guess the others have just done anything, so I'm just gonna walk to here and just be that's my turn, and kind
Cool.
of just sit and chill for a bit.
That's all you can do.
Sorry, I'm just cleaning this up a second. Okay. End of your turn. It is Blue's turn. The last survivor. Feeling confident because he blocked that attack. 17 plus 4 is 21.
That would definitely hit.
Yeah, it does.
Damage against Nicholas. Ooh.
Yeah, it's done well. I was going to say I can use shield, but
Yeah, I think that boosts your AC to 20, doesn't it?
to 20, yeah, so it's still, it would still hit.
9 plus 4 is 13 damage to you then.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
like he parries your strike and just drops the club on your head. And that's the end of his turn. Resilience, go.
Okay. My handsome mark on this
Don't
guy, isn't
have the.
it? I can fly straight over.
I think
y'all.
I accidentally removed the red from the cap. Let's just reroll him in. He can go at the end of the turn.
Okay, I arrow him.
You're just gonna shoot this dude.
Yeah.
Right. 20 damage plus your d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Yes, actually. Oof.
Max damage. Sick. 26 damage. He's still alive. That's the first damage he's taken this fight.
Whoa. And does Taito get to attack?
Yep.
Cool. Do your
By the way, you instantly bloodied him.
Nope.
God,
Okay.
Taito
Damn
rolls
it.
so bad this fight.
Oh, he's just turned into a limp noodle.
Taito's just not taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Noodle cat.
I think that's it for me.
Alright, let's turn.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna use Boreal Blade.
Alright.
Horrible.
Boreal Bladius. There you go.
Hit. 13 damage. He's still alive.
Really? Okay. Returning Gust.
Alright. He's dead.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
Wow,
Wah!
the combat took a while.
There's still one guy.
I killed all three
Oh
of
my
those
God.
guys. Nice. And just for
Oh, you did.
funsies, because I can, I was gonna move. Oops. Just to threaten this guy, surround him
Into the doorway.
into the doorway.
You make a scary face at him.
I'll
As a
growls.
turtle.
I'll growls with the blood on his face.
Like, turtle covered in war paint.
Yeah.
It's Erland's turn.
What should I? Oh no, stab.
First one he survives, second one kills him.
There we go. Yeah.
And combat is over.
Ah,
We
did
did it!
I dealt so much that game. I'm really excited to use this returning gust as well all the time.
Yeah. It's really good. So the idea behind it was basically, obviously quite often you might want to use like your bonus action to like sneak or to dash or something. But on turns where you're just in the melee fighting, it's just some extra damage.
So that's a bonus action then, right?
Yes.
Okay. Bear that in mind.
Offhand attacks are a bonus action, and you can only do it if you've made an attack with your main hand in the same turn.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's worth noting. I was doing that anyway, but that's worth noting.
Yeah.
Take my strong hand.
And remember, Returning Gust can be thrown, and it will come back to your hand for free.
Yeah. I like
has a range of 20 feet. GG, everyone. You have solved my Mind Flayer puzzle.
By
Basically,
murdering them all.
Yeah, make Alex bash the shit out of them with his fists.
Now-
and then the rest of us will try and deal with the rest.
None of you guys used any spells or anything that made an enormous amount of noise. Like, you didn't do any thunder damage or anything. So, I'm going to make a roll just to see whether you attracted any attention with that.
Would Tasha's
Nope.
hideous laughter have drawn attention?
It would have made the sound of an orc laughing quite hard, which I don't think is enough to, like, tip them off that there's a fight.
Right.
It's more like if someone cast Thunder Wave or something, because, like, that can be heard for, like, 300 feet or something. So, the prison full of other orcs do not know of your presence.
Good job, guys.
Mega.
I don't know. We murdered
Good job
their
to
friends.
all. God damn, everyone really played their part in that one, didn't they?
By the way, the distant sounds of gunshots have gone quiet.
Well, let's hope that's a
Yeah.
good thing rather than a bad thing.
'Cause it means something has changed. But what, where, and why?
Well, let's trust it's someone who's helping us doing well.
Yeah. Shall we try and convince these guys to help us? Maybe hide the dead bodies.
Art is currently covered in, like, orc blood,
Maybe wash yourself off as well.
and Taito is, like, dripping orc blood from his teeth.
Yeah, if we're going to try and convince these people to help us now, we are going to need to not
Free them.
look like we've just maimed a bunch of people.
Ot's been swimming in a pool of blood with Taito.
Are we burying the bodies? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we got to dispose of the bodies. We got to hide them. Make sure they're
Not
not
bury
seen.
them. Put them in the bins.
What would you like to do in order to try and hide the bodies?
Put them in Yolio's bag.
There was a.
Do it.
I don't really want that many dead bodies in my bag, thanks. I'm not hot.
Why is it infinite
He
bag?
seems to just
Ooh,
find.
you suggesting I take a few hands with me? Okay.
Oh, God.
Different character.
What?
That was your last character that did that.
Oh. I saw
Gunnar.
a fireplace in one of the houses. Can we just like stuff them all into there?
I mean,
It's
as
not-
long as we
It's
don't.
not, like, lit at the moment, but yeah, you can just, like, shove them all into a crevice.
I wasn't
There's, like,
suggesting
the sound
lighting
of,
the
like,
fire, but if you're suggesting we light the fire as well, I know.
There's, like, the sound of, like, snapping bones and, like, crunches of limbs as you all, like, shove them all into this tiny fireplace.
Can we use Erland's door and drop them somewhere else? Right?
Can we put them the other side of the portcullis?
If you mean Dimension Door, in fact, well, Erlan has a couple of teleportation spells. He has, like, a 500-foot thing where he opens a portal, or
Dimension
he
door,
has
yeah.
Dimension Door, which is he can take him and one other creature.
Oh.
Or
can't-
do you mean his tavern, which is also quite a high-level spell?
I thought we could dump things in.
I've got Dimension Door. Maybe that's what you were thinking.
Yeah,
well,
maybe.
Erlan has Arcane Gate, which is like he opens up a portal between two places.
I mean, we could
Erlan
just.
does
I'm pretty
Do
certain. Hold on.
My mistake, Nick
Demi
has that.
Demiplane. That was the new thing.
Nick
like
has
that.
Yeah,
that.
it's like your
yeah.
highest level spell.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's
That's
what you
expensive.
worth of.
No,
Yeah.
level 8 that is.
Why
I
can't
don't
we
want to use
just,
that
you
just to
know,
hide these.
shove the bodies inside one of the ruins, like away from the main road, so it's
Yeah.
not easily seen when
Why
they
don't we
all
get
come out
Taito
of
to dig a
jail.
hole?
You want to touch it?
Who is going to be doing the hiding?
We could just put it in Alex's bag.
Ot's already got
I
a,
said.
Ot's got a
Yeah,
lot
but
of blood
they're
on
not
him
his
already.
bag.
He's prepared to get messier.
Sarah's
No.
idea is the best. Just
No.
dump them all
It's
in the bag.
quickest.
No.
It's not like they rot. There's no oxygen there. There's no way
They
for
do
them to
rot.
Oh,
They
do
rot.
they rot?
They rot, yeah.
God
I
damn it.
don't. Yeah. No. We hide
Things
them.
decompose in the bag.
Would this be a survival check by any chance?
That's what I was going to say. Is whoever wants to do it, it's a survival check. I know Ott has volunteered.
Odd's covered in blood already. He's fine. Like
No, I will do it. I will find the best place. Come on, roll high. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm using a key point. I don't care.
Can you do that on ability checks?
Oh,
I
shit.
think that's only saving throws.
Yeah, you're right. It's only saving throws.
What did
It
you
was a
roll,
three.
Alex?
It was a 3. I get a +8. It was 11.
An 11. You just drag them all over to the nearest building and start shoving them in a fireplace. And when the fireplace is full, you start shoving them up the chimney. For the rest of you, there is a horrible squelching and crunching sound. This is a brutal experience.
We could have put
to
them in your
listen to.
bag.
No, they are not going in the bag.
Yolia comes
Christ.
away, arms covered in gore.
I'm just like, I need
I mean,
water.
Seraphine goes, that was awful for me, man. Like, take me off next time.
Not wrong.
Right, now we've
I was
literally turned them
inside
into
an
paste.
orc.
That did not go as I expected it. to
Alex at
go.
the start of this side quest. Oh, we don't want to look like bloodthirsty monsters. 10 minutes later, mashing them into fireplaces so no one can see. I feel like you kind of missed the ball on that one.
Fuck that roll, man. I get a +8. It's like good. Oh,
Okay.
fucking damn it.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, that was brilliant.
that was cursed. That was cursed beyond means.
Right.
Okay.
I guess we go to the. We take a very quick
I
break.
clean my hands.
Do you mind if we take like a quick 5-minute break?
Yeah, we can take
IRL.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
I go get a
Fantastic.
drink in this time.
Yeah.
Oh, that was-
Yeah.
Yoli used the water skin to wash her arms off.
Good. Right, I'll be a couple minutes then.
So welcome back to the world of D&D combat.
I missed it.
That was a nice easy encounter to get you started off.
Warms us up.
And you got to use your returning gust.
Actually, really impressed by that. I mean, like, maybe I'm overly impressed because of just how much damage.
I mean, yeah, the Nat 20 was incredible.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at it over the next few sessions. There is an idea I have for a buff if the damage still isn't where I would like it to be.
Well, it's still not good enough. All right, yeah, you buff it.
If that's the case, but we'll look at it
Yeah,
over
no,
the next couple
I'm
of
afraid,
combat
like, I
encounters
think-
and just
I
see
think
how it
the- I
happens.
think the damage is just terrible. You know, you need to make it better, otherwise I'm just gonna get rid of this returning gust.
I mean, like, obviously I want everyone in the party to be able to, like, feel good in combat and, like, you know, feel like they're contributing. The reason I came up with Returning Gust was because there had been a couple of times in fights where, like, you'd been trapped in one-on-one with a thing, and you hadn't been able to get sneak attack, and your damage just hadn't been very good.
Yeah.
And then, like, Alex would come in and just kill the thing
Yeah.
after he dealt with his fight. So I was like, I want you to have a little bit extra that you can do to sort of keep up in those situations.
Yeah, I'm very glad for that because I was feeling, you know, on my own, I don't do that much damage unless I'm sneaking.
The thing is with rogues, the damage balance is kind of like if you're not getting sneak attack, rogues just aren't good in a fight. They're incredible out of fights. Like, Art is a god at basically everything he does. But without sneak attack, rogues aren't incredible. So like, if there's a situation where you can't get it, I'd like to buff that.
Yeah.
Which was the idea behind it. And I'll monitor it over the next couple of sessions. There is an idea I have for something that I think might be fun.
Can't believe I forgot Uncanny Dodge earlier. I was like, yeah, I'll allow the fact that I completely missed it. And like, well, when you said, if you're moving over there, then this guy can do it, and he's actually going to deal this much damage. I was like, well, I wasn't quite done, but I'm not.
Yeah, that was
because you had already spoke. I couldn't just.
That was on me. I rolled it too early, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't want to retcon it and go, oh well, I actually hadn't quite finished. but because I had already heard the outcome, I didn't want to go back and say, well, not quite.
I would have allowed you to do it, but
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't want to.
mostly because we're friends and I trust that you aren't doing it because you are going to get hit.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
because that's not actually what you want
like I
to
said,
do.
with the thing you gave me inspiration for, I was doing it because I recognised that there was just one thing that you missed. I was like,
Mhm.
it's fair that because you would have normally just gone, well, yeah, he would have dealt double. Well, he would have had advantage. Yeah, I just rolled with it.
That was a fun first combat encounter.
Mm.
The last time we did combat was the Elder Brain fight, which I remember not enjoying at all because I was kind of at the height of me not feeling well.
Oh yeah.
So I had a lot more fun with that one.
Mm.
We'll see how things fare in the more difficult combat encounters ahead.
Yeah.
Let's hope they go well.
I'm just gonna grab my jumper while we're taking a pause.
Yep.
So,
And I like everyone's collective PTSD with the mind flayers. Just immediately deciding to attack them. I mean, that's in character. I respect that. Saw the emote that Sarah put in D&D chat. Repugnant nip.
Yeah. Oh man, that's so funny. That one is. It's from his. That's from his Discord server.
Damn him! How dare he have a Discord server?
It was so that one. So that is from him playing a homebrew game for Game Boy that was made by someone who's quite active in his Discord community.
Mm-hmm.
So he played it on stream.
I mean, that face doesn't
And
look
so-
impressed.
No, he really enjoyed the game, but he got to the final boss and it just was really brutally hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it took him ages to complete. And essentially, the repugnant nick is just basically his face right at the end of the stream, but but someone's then also edited his eyes so they look really bloodshot. So his face afterwards, he will tell you if you ask him about about what happened in on that stream, he will explain it, and it's funny as all hell. He's like he really enjoyed the game, except the last boss was brutally hard, and he just took so much out of him.
I'm back.
Sting, he should have played Shadow the Hedgehog.
He's actually still got to finish off Sonic 06. That was
I
a
don't care.
that was a
He didn't promise to finish it, did he? I think he just said he
No,
would play it.
no. It was a I think it was a follower goal on his Twitch. He reaches a certain amount of followers, and he was going to
You'll have
complete
to unsub.
not subs, followers.
But
Different.
you'll have to unfollow.
No,
If
gotta
he's not
finish the game.
going to complete his responsibilities.
He is. He's already said he will. It's like it's in the Discord that he's going to do it again. It's quite funny.
When will he play Shadow?
Never.
Damn it. But I am all of me. Such a fun game.
I really love when you just randomly fly off the stage and get set back to a checkpoint that's like half an hour ago. 4 times.
What's this?
Shadow the Hedgehog. A true masterpiece. A work of art, Rob. One of the greatest PS2 games ever made.
I'll buy it. And I'll play it once I've played all the other PS2 games that I currently own.
Specifically, it goes to the back of the queue.
Yeah, that's how it works. So I'll play in like 15 years.
Excellent.
I'm eyeing up that Scarlet Solo that Nick's bought now.
I beg your pardon?
Audio interface.
Oh. I thought it was a sex thing.
Could be.
You don't know.
If you want it to be.
Oh my.
Anything can be a sex thing if you're kinky enough.
Like this Pringles can here.
What? What? You were eating Pringles without me?
Alright, we're
Yeah.
back.
Sweet
Welcome back.
cream and chili
Oh,
mixed
without
grain.
Pringles. Where's our
Hey.
Pringles?
Hey
Come
Nick,
get 'em, Nick.
What?
want to explain the repugnant Nick
What?
image that Sarah posted in the D&D chat?
No, there's no explanation needed.
There is an explanation. I think you should explain
Nick
exactly.
zonked out of his mind on marijuanas.
Yeah, that's all.
Sorry, guys. On that note, I nearly didn't come back because I nearly got stuck on the toilet.
What, you put glue on the toilet
what?
seat?
My thighs are so fucked up from actually having to do some sort of physical activity. I struggle to get off the seat.
What have you been doing?
Oh, I'll tell you
That's a
later.
phone
I'll
into
tell you
D&D.
later. There you go.
We need this forever recorded on Rob's video.
Oh, because I went paintballing
clip it.
yesterday.
Someone fucking clip it.
I went paintballing and I was having to run around and stuff. And like,
Okay.
I was like ducking
we
behind
weren't
cover. I was
invited?
going full like,
No.
I activated full
Like Splinter
sweat
Cell.
mode. And yeah, exactly. And today I'm just
And now
my
you can't get off the
thighs
toilet.
are so torn.
Okay, on that lovely
Oh,
note,
Oh, yeah,
Yolia
sorry.
returns from her gory business, washes off her hands with water from her water skin. In fact, I think you have like an everlasting water ball. I think Risu has one. So, and
I think I sacrificed it, but
okay. Well,
Whatever.
in that case,
Well,
you'll use your water skin.
I just use my water skin. That's fine.
And
Technically, don't need water anyway.
what?
what?
My timeless body.
You don't need to eat or drink.
In addition, you no longer need food or water.
You
Well,
need
all
to
right.
clean though.
Yeah, I literally just get sustained by my key.
All right. Yolia can never starve to death.
Yep.
I'm guessing that like you offer like Art some water to like wash off his face with.
Yeah, I do. I was like, clean yourself up.
Fine.
Big Turtle Art cleans the epic war paint off his face.
I'll get some in the next battle, don't worry.
And you stand before the fetid jail.
No feta cheese.
Yes, the feta cheese. Hang on, let me rename this jail. I'm not doing that.
Aw.
I'm not doing that. Anyway, balls in your court. What would you guys like to do?
I'm pretty certain we're trying to break these people out of the jail to help us fight the dragons still.
Lot can undo lots of locks, so he's gonna have a whale of a time.
Yes, he will.
So you guys, like, the walls are all ruined. Like, the portcullis doesn't really actually serve any purpose now. So, like, you can just go around the gate as a result of, like, the tremendous damage to this city. And you step into what is, like, a courtyard. You can see that there's what were these, like... You've seen what mind flayers do to pools of water, where they like turn them to like a gel in order to raise their tadpoles in them. Clearly, that's what these like pools of water were. And then, as the dragons have just like scorched this whole place, it's like boiled and burned away this gel and like rendered it down to like a wax covering these fountains. Ahead of you is this like. It looks like the entrance to this place was caved in, and then that cave-in has been cleared. So there's still, like, rubble, and, like, only, like, part of the doorway still exists, and leads into a... I think it'd be, like, still lit by that same ever-present, like, pale light within this city, into the jail, like just a long, semi-dark corridor.
Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
What's
carry
your
on.
passive perception, Alex?
It is not very good. 13.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't like that.
That's fine. So yeah, you guys enter into the fetid jail. A little while after you sort of like come
Oh,
in
wait a
and
minute.
you...
Hold on as well. Sorry.
Odds
Let me
of
just
hiding.
double check something. Because I get something about perception checks.
You get keen hearing on active perception checks to hear.
Yeah, to hear, but there's also... is there something else? Not that. Where's the rod?
might give you
While
a
holding the rod,
bonus
you have advantage on wisdom perception checks. So it's
Okay.
just advantage, okay. Oh,
Okay.
and rolls on for initiative as well. I keep forgetting about that one.
So, yeah, as you enter into the place and like begin your exploration, there's like the first like opening room is like sort of like a foyer, and then like these stone like grates over like several windows leading into deeper things where like the grates have just been utterly destroyed, allowing while the doorway is caved in, you can like crawl in through these grates and get in deeper into the facility, into where the cells were. And there is sort of similar to, you know, an actual prison. There is just like several floors of like lines of cells, and one thing you will notice is none of the doors are closed. Even with your atrocious perception, Yolya, all of you are able to pick out the sound of like murmuring and squabbling and talking in Orcish. Yolya, you're able to like pick up on like snippets of conversation because you can understand spoken languages. They just seem to be like, there's a very dour mood, obviously, but like they seem to just be like squabbling over scraps amongst themselves. You can't see any of the orcs from your vantage point, but it sounds like they're in the cells.
Okay. Shall we look to try and find a way to... Is there anything else like, or are they all just like in the cells and there's no one seems to be like maintaining any
There
kind of
definitely
like,
doesn't
order?
seem to be any like patrols around. The cells don't, like, the doors are open.
Right. What do we do, guys? Do we just kind of like walk into one and basically say to them like, we're gonna bust you out and free you from these dragons? And
I think we
Mind
should
play it?
try and bring everyone together and do it as a
I
big
think I have an
bazaar.
idea.
you have an idea? What is it?
Yeah. Well, these guys are all about like fight, right?
Get
We
rolled
just
up.
need to hype them up enough,
Mm.
and they'll just kind of go along with it. I think they're not incredibly intelligent, are they,
From
Logan?
your experience, orcs are pretty fucking dumb.
There we go then.
Do
Should we
think-
just? I think we should just open the gates.
Try and
No,
get
yeah,
and then
no.
convince them to just put up arms and like their collective strength is enough to overpower them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're not too intelligent, so I don't think we need to bargain with them. I think we just need to kind of promote. Just
Just
Promote
announce them
be
as
violence.
free.
there. Just get them like fucking going, because these guys are going to be angry.
It's up to you.
Okay.
Do you think if you're able to convince them, that's your choice?
Yeah, I think I can. So I guess we open the gates.
Okay. You like stepping out into the open. Again, none of the cells are like closed or locked. So like you get to a point, like a vantage point where you can see them, and like some of the orcs seem to be like using like these improvised like bone dice to play like various games with one another. They just seem to be whiling away the time. They don't seem to be restrained or trapped in here. If you want to get any closer... In fact, you still have greater invisibility, don't you? I think it lasts like an hour or something.
I don't think it lasts that long, but I'm pretty sure it lasts enough for
Isn't it 10
If
minutes?
it's okay, if it's
Yeah.
10 minutes, we'll say that you're coming to sort of the end of it now.
duration up to 1 minute apparently. So 6
Okay,
turns.
cool. You do not have greater
Yeah.
invisibility anymore then.
I thought not.
If you want to get like any closer and try and like get a vantage point on what's going on here, then it'd be a stealth check, I think.
Nah, I'm just gonna walk and talk.
Okay, you just like step forwards like into the open, into the pale, ever-present light where you can be seen from all the cells, and you see like rows of these cells, and it seems to go further into the facility as like, you know, various like wards of cells. And again, like none of the doors are closed. There's all just orcs like sat around looking. Some of them appear to be like dazed, or yeah, I think like dazed is probably the best way to put it, which, given your experience, possibly means mind flayer control. But a lot of the other ones are just like going about their day. They look over at you and see you and go, and then there's like a general like murmur as like stand up and like come to the edge of the cells and like come to railings and like look down at you, and you hear like a couple of them like barking at you in Orcish, which you don't understand.
I understand. What are they saying?
Something to the effect of like, name yourself, intruder.
You are gonna have to be my translator then.
That's
I
fine.
know
Though.
Orcish as well.
You will
you
have
know
to be my
Orcish. Okay,
translators.
well,
Yeah.
both of you understand that.
So I'm going to persuasion check.
I
Okay.
will. I'll let you know, Nat. First off, what they've said to us.
Yeah.
So you know what they're saying.
What are you actually going to say to them?
What's our dumb group's name? What dumb name did you guys decide on?
Virtuosos.
There we go.
What a dumb name. I hate this name.
I'm gonna shout, we are the Virtuosos. From now on, you are free. Free from the oppression of the mind flayers who desire to eat your flesh. And then I'll let the others translate. We'll see how that
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah,
I want
well-
to see how that goes.
I mean, I've got you're using persuasion. I've also got a plus 13 to persuasion, although yours is 2 extra.
Okay.
But,
I mean,
Okay.
like, that's a nat 20 on persuasion as it is.
oh, okay.
So, I think, yeah, with a nat 20, there's like...
If I'm just translating a message, does that carry his nat 20?
There isn't
I-
a translation. There isn't like a translation one because you can speak the language.
Well, I mean, like,
but
you're speaking in common,
Would it be
obviously, and he's having to relay
Charisma?
that
Oh
message.
shit! Can the Riz go through? That's the real question.
Would
It would
that?
be
I'll say
Charisma.
roll again, and we'll make it
Charisma.
disadvantage.
I was going to say, wouldn't it be then classed as disadvantage or
Yeah.
something because of it?
Okay.
29 is still
29.
high.
29
Okay.
is disgusting.
It's not a nat 20, though. So, like, there's, like... The orcs all, like, look at one another like... What? Can we be free? Why did he say mind flayers? You hear, like, a distant, like, hissing of, that's racist!
It's just like, wait, there's
From one of the, like, cells in the back.
It's
No,
like,
not Rizu.
it's like, I turn it up. It's like, they're under control from the goddamn dragons, you idiot.
But, like, some of the orcs definitely seem to be into the idea of, like, yeah, we're free. Why are we just sitting around here? All the dragons are gone. We could go.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no,
and then-
you need to try and convince them to fight the dragons that are
Yeah.
left here.
Yeah. And so I'll shout, these oppressors have come to your land and made you live in squalor. Let's not go out with a bang. Let's take it to the dragons and the mind flayers and show them what we can. And I'm gonna then do a strum on my lute. So,
Okay.
18.
18.
That's a good roll.
Sure. I will make a roll. Okay. You hear a distant hiss in a language that Ott doesn't understand, and
would I still understand it?
you
Being
would
Zion?
understand it. You probably wouldn't know what the language is, but you would understand that the words are, "I don't like this guy's tone. Thralls, kill him." And several
Damn.
of the controlled by mind flayers, orcs will stagger unsteadily towards the railing. The majority of the orcs who aren't mind controlled seem to be momentarily torn if they don't really know what to do, whether to intercede or whether to join their fellows.
What was
Okay.
the
I want to
language?
make.
Could any of us hear it?
I'm the only one who understood it
Can I?
because of my ability to
but what-
understand all tongues.
Sorry, does anyone speak deep speech?
No.
Because that's what the language is.
Nick?
No.
No, that's all I was checking.
Okay.
It's
Can I make one last chance at trying to persuade them?
Right now it seems to be torn whether obviously the mind controlled ones don't like you, they've just been told to kill you, but whether their allies join them or stop them.
Look what they've done to your friends. They have turned them into staggering beasts. The mind flayers are controlling them. Trust us. You need to help us. And then
Persuasion
30.
disadvantage. 30. The the orcs pick up clubs, and I don't think they would kill their allies, but they will there's this outnumbering of 2-1, and the controlled thralls aren't really interested in fighting back because they're only interested in trying to get to you, as they're just sort of restrained and held down. And then you hear a distant probably a thump of a sonic boom sort of sound, which you would recognize as the sound of one of these mind flayers' psychic blasts, and a scream of about half a dozen orcs, and then the scream of a mind flayer as it's clubbed to death by a dozen more orcs.
Does that sound funny?
Jesus. Are they making fucking Warner Bros cartoon noises?
No, it's
Right,
brutal.
just smoke
It's
everywhere outside.
crunching and squelching and wailing. And eventually the controlled thralls will reach up and curl up into a ball, clutching their head, having been freed of the mind control, but now suffering the feedback from it. The orcs will all gather around, look at you unsure of what to do, and they start muttering amongst one another, with Yolia's keen hearing. And Ott's. Ott, you can pick out the general vibe of it, I think, because you understand the thing, but your perception isn't that high. They seem to be discussing amongst themselves what they're gonna do about you. And eventually you hear one of the older, more grizzled looking orcs speak up. He says something along the lines of "I speak their tongue. I will speak to them." And the orcs part ways. As this older, grizzled, he's got one eye, he's got half of his upper lip is missing, just revealing a massive tusk. Walks down to you. He's carrying this bloodied club with a mind flayer tentacle still hanging off it. And he looks at Erlan and goes, "I am Riz. I speak for the orcs. Name yourself."
I will just introduce myself as Erland Chaddington, and I bow to the gentleman in respect of him. So hopefully getting a bit. And I'll say I speak for the virtuosos.
We have not heard of virtuosos.
We're here to save you. You may leave now past those gates, but we can't help you, for we need to take on the dragons. But if you were wish to join us, you would avenge all those who have been slaughtered under their aims.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Who's this guy?
This appears to be the
It's
leader of the
Riz.
orcs.
I
So
hope
Riz.
Ott says it out loud.
So not 20.
Nat
Oh,
20 is there, yeah.
35.
What was his name? Sorry.
Riz.
Riz, R-I-Z-Z.
Short
Can't
for
get
Riz.
over that name, I'm sorry. Riz.
Fucking literally
Rizzler.
typed in orc name generator. It was the top one. Alright. Give me a break here.
Is
Okay.
it probably suited?
Yeah, like Riz like raises his club in the air. The Mind Flayer tentacle just falls off it and like squelches and slaps on the ground. He stamps on it and calls, "To arms!" And there's like a big like cheer as they like start stamping their feet and like smashing clubs into railings and stuff.
I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna do the start of Thunderstruck on my loot, and it's gonna be a fucking sick performance. 31.
Yeah, we're 31. It actually sounds like an electric guitar because it's magic.
Right, there we go. I guess Alex, you're the main guy organising this all. What do we do next?
We need to try and meet back up with the queen and the twins. We need to get these orcs to march on the hatchling pods while we march towards the thrall containment.
Do you want
it means
to
camp. Cantonment. It means camp.
Logan, can I ask whereabouts would the twins be, just in general area, like just outline? Because you said north, but I wasn't sure.
Last
100%
you
north
saw
of
of
where?
them, they were still outside the walls, like over here. That was where they were fighting when you were fighting the Mind Flayers. Obviously, 20 minutes, half an hour have passed since then. You know they were headed north. They might have gone through the walls and be in the city somewhere north of you. They might still be outside the walls.
Can we send to one of them?
Definitely sending would be
I
able to
could.
reach them.
Rob?
Send a sending spell to the queen
Yeah,
and see what it is. Find out where they are. Say we've managed to get the orcs on our side.
Yeah, it's over to you, Rob.
Okay. So I was going to say, hi, Big Queenie, Ott here. We're looking for. What's the names? Hang on, I do have. Cavor and Evus. They've gone ahead, but we can't locate them. Kiss.
Okay. You hear the first of all you hear laughter from the queen, and she says, hopefully your jovial tone means you're okay. That's 7 words. We are still making our way through the city. That's 20 words. Meet you at cantonment.
Right, let's advance on the cantonment then, with the orcs.
And that's 25 words.
I like that she can still laugh in this situation.
They must
She's
be
having
doing
the
alright as
fucking
well.
time of her life right now off screen.
I like
She's
to
having
think,
the best day ever.
and I like to think that when Ott was trying to remember the twins' names, he was checking his notes on the back of his turtle palm.
He's got it written on his hand.
Yeah.
Doesn't know which is which, but he knows their names.
Like Homer Simpson reading it off my palm, but it's all smudged.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to have you roll stealth checks. You are moving with a group of probably about 50 orcs right now. So, there is no being sneaky. However, any, groups of, orcs or kobolds who, you meet will either join you or be killed. So...
Holy shit.
Yikes.
I feel like the mother of dragons, collecting all the slaves along the way.
Mm-hmm. So,
Fair.
you begin to travel north towards the cantonment.
We've turned into revolutionaries.
It
I'm an orc
is
supremacist now.
orc supremacist. Okay. Yeah, you literally can just walk down dimly lit main streets And like there are kobolds, which are like tiny little lizard creatures, and they just see this like group of like giant, this huge horde of orcs like marching through the streets, and like some of them are like, "Fuck yeah, freedom!" and join in, and some of them are like scream and run away from you and like get shot down by an arrow.
I like how you said
And
horde of orcs.
the as you like just pick your way through the rubble. Your numbers probably swell to about
Yes, yeah.
probably about 60 or so orcs. And you imagine you've probably got most of the orcs that are still alive within this section of the city.
Jesus.
Which are now following your instruction. Eventually, you, like, not being quiet at all, come across the queen south of the cantonment, probably about here, where she, like, spots you and, like, calls down to you, where she's, like, stood up on a rooftop where she's been looking down at you. She appears to be wielding, like, this massive halberd. The blade of it appears to be made out of a dragon's fang.
Jesus.
And, like, she's not wearing any armor, but she's... Sorry, my voice is gone. She's not wearing any armor, but she is a dragon who doesn't fucking need armor.
Presence of death just emanates off them.
And, she, like, looks down at all of you, like, crosses her arms and, like, goes, "Well, that's quite a success. I've already sent the twins ahead. They should be heading to the hatchling pods."
I guess we turn around to the orcish mob.
And tell them to
Yeah.
march towards the hatchling pods as well.
The, Riz will look at you and go, "Is that where we'll find our quarry?"
2 young dragons you will find there, alongside 2 Western-styled idiots, to say the least. You'll know exactly what I mean when you see them with their 6 shooters.
These orcs have got, like, no contact with the other side of the mountain range. They have no idea what's, like, Western style means, but they're like, "Alright, fine. Weird people by the hatchling pods. Join them, kill the dragons, pillage the city. Got it."
Nice.
Yeah, basically.
And,
Enjoy it while it lasts.
the orcs will... I think they'll probably make for the wall, and they'll try and, like, keep towards the wall and just head north until they can get closer to the hatchling pods, because it seems like you guys are going to be making your own attack on the Thralls cantonment.
Yes.
The queen will hop down from the rooftop and, like, land far heavier than she should be given her size, and stride over to you all and go, "Well, you don't seem massively injured. Are you well enough to fight a dragon?"
How's everyone else looking?
I'll take a
I'm-
healing potion, but apart from that, I'm good.
Frog.
Do you like it?
I think
Actually, yeah, let me junk that now. I can tick it off.
It's the best I could do for orcs.
I've only got one skill shot, spell slot used, but I'm full health and everything else, so I'm fine to go.
I can't remember what my health is at. Logan, do you mind just checking on the back screen at what my health was at at the end of the combat?
2 seconds.
Because I forgot to change it on the...
Or
my...
D4 plus 4, isn't it, for greater
108 you were at, and 8 key points.
Yep, that's fine. I knew the key points, I just didn't know the health.
Can we use hit dice? Or is
You
That's
would
a
need
short
to take
rest.
a short rest, which is an hour.
Logan, 4d4 plus 4, isn't it?
Yes, for a standard healing potion.
Logan,
Hello, I'm Logan.
did you ever describe the twins?
Did I ever what, sorry?
As their human form, because I've got the Da Vinci twins stuck in my head now.
You know what I can actually do? I can show you their really goofy mini that I was... Well, not mini, their really goofy token that I picked out for them that now you're not going to get to see.
Oh.
Let's see it.
Why is there a frog emoji on the wall?
That's the orcs!
It's the orcs. I couldn't find any zombie-related things. So I went for a frog.
A frog.
Because they're green. I imagine orcs are green.
Can you
That's
size it
what,
up,
The
Logan?
cowboys.
looks
They're
nice.
cowboys.
Can you size it up a bit, Logan? Because I can't really tell. Look at that thing.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Okay, now I can see it. Oh my god.
They're dark elves. Dark elves are cowboys in this setting.
Yeah, they are. Someone who knows what side that is. Fucking bunch of
So, like,
parts.
long trench coats, cowboy hats, 6-shooters,
Yeah,
leather
they're
pants.
sick.
Guys, you can't. You guys are gonna love the other side of the other continent. The other side of the continent.
How come you didn't use them?
Because
Use
you
them
were
anyway.
separated from
Yeah,
them.
use them anyway.
I mean, they're
Find a
all
way.
fine. Just head over to the hatchling pods.
We've got important missions, unfortunately,
It's
Logan.
alright, when you
Stop.
go to the other side of the continent, you'll see lots of cowboys.
Yay.
Yeah, I was so excited to bust that token out, and then you immediately got separated from them.
Oh.
However, so you guys are all like basically okay on stuff, so you are all ready to fight a dragon.
Actually, I'm going to take one great healing.
Yeah, I guess I'm fine-ish for it. This type of dragon, I think. I'll definitely need a rest after this battle, though.
The Queen will say, likely this is of similar caliber to the dragons you've already faced. Artemy and... Fuck, what was the one called? Zetos. Artemy and Zetos. The most important thing will be preventing her from fleeing. I believe your sonic weapon should be able to stop them from flying.
What was the
That's the
dice
dream.
for great healing?
Sorry, say again, Rob?
What's the dice for great healing?
Can't hear, you're really quiet right now.
What's the dice for greater healing?
Yeah.
Greater healing is 8d4 plus 8.
I thought it was 4d4.
Nope, 44 plus 4 is standard.
I thought,
8d8
Oh,
plus
wait,
8.
are you sure?
I thought it was
Maybe-
2d.
That seems quite high.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, maybe you're right. Maybe it's 44 plus 4 is standard. It's 2d4 plus 2 for normal.
Okay.
So,
good.
greater
I did use
is-
a greater and I rolled 4.
So that's 44 plus 4.
That's fine.
17. Okay. That was a good roll.
Yeah, healing potion is 2d4 plus 2.
Thank
So
you.
greater is 4d4 plus 4. Superior is 8d4 plus 8.
Okay. Art, like, quietly, like, chugs a greater healing potion while everyone's not looking like, yeah, I'm great. I haven't taken any damage.
I got surrounded by 3. He's getting ganked.
You can see that the Queen has, like, a couple of, like, bruises, but she seems pretty good.
She's enjoying the bruises.
Mm-hmm. She hasn't got to fight in a long time.
Pretty metal.
So, I think because it's 10 o'clock, we will get to the combat encounter and then we'll call it there. Is that okay, guys?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Because
Till we
Dragon
say it
Fight
too
is
late.
not going to be super short.
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought not.
But it's only one dragon.
Smiley face. So,
It'll just be the big dragon we're facing, isn't it? Because his friend is off.
this will be the green dragon, yes.
Yeah. Because his friend's off in the allotment, isn't he? Or
Yeah,
protecting.
the two younger dragons are
sorry,
at the
yeah.
hatchling pod.
Hatchling
The
pod, that's it.
lieutenant is at the ziggurat along with their master.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys can see the Thrall's Cantonment. Unlike the very obvious sort of prison, this appears to be a place of, I mean, definitely not comfort. This is like where they kept their like mind-controlled slaves, but it's ones where they didn't have to like actually keep them in chains or anything. So you can see sort of like there's these high walls, but no ceiling, leading into like this large courtyard, which you can see through like holes in the walls. There appears to be like several kobolds who are like busying themselves, like rushing about. Some of them appear to be carrying like sacks of like various valuables that they've been able to try and scavenge from the city, which seems a little bit odd to you now that you think about it, because why would they be bringing money to this place rather than to the ziggurat? But I think from like your vantage, unless you want to get closer, that's probably the best you can see. Just gonna quickly put on some music again a second.
What listen to, Matt?
Matt, what are you listening to?
I don't know. It's that fucking. It's fucking. Walking Dead Shane memes are just everywhere at the moment. My friend keeps sending them to me.
Anyway.
So
Season 1, 2.
we can see a load of kobolds running back and forth.
Yeah, I think like you can see like gaps in the walls and like, you know, where parts of the walls have like crumbled.
Okay.
There doesn't appear to be any ceiling. There is like signs of damage, so it looks like probably the ceiling was like destroyed and ripped off. Probably to make easy access for a dragon.
You say we met up with the Dragon Queen, or?
Yeah, she's with you. The Queen will go, I'm not the best at covert operations, so I'll follow your lead.
Oh, how do we want to do this, guys? We're kind of waiting on the attack from the others anyway.
Yeah, we really are, aren't we?
I think if we just try and get into a position where we can see what's
I
going
mean-
on inside the camp.
They haven't got a sending spell.
That's very true. We need to get them ready.
I only have one left, effectively.
How do we want to do this then? How long do you think it will take that horde to get to them? It's the question.
Probably 45 minutes or so.
I'm
So we-
guessing we haven't also had anything back from the mercs.
As in the twins.
The dwarves.
No, you haven't.
No, I thought we did.
You heard that they had arrived at Thingy, but you've heard no information since their arrival from them.
Oh, right, I see.
You haven't heard that the battle has begun over there yet.
Well,
That's very true.
Is it the twins? Or?
Definitely the battle at Dragon's Rest has.
Yeah.
No, the battle at Farward, I mean, Rob.
Oh, okay.
I say we try and sneak in there, get a good vantage point to see what's going on inside, and just hold off for like at least 40 minutes before beginning our own assault. Just so that way, it gives them time so we can at least try and get a coordinated attack to go.
Okay, so I mean, right now you have a vantage where you can see into the courtyard. You currently can't see any dragon in there, but you can only see like a small section of the courtyard, I would say.
Is there a way to make our way around so we can see more of the courtyard?
If you wanted to get closer.
Shall we do that?
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Yes, go for it.
There'll be a
Okay.
DC 80 group stealth, please.
Should I do pass without a trace?
If you want to expend the spell slot, I guess. Oh, that's just instantly hitting. Well,
25.
Rob, you get a 25 anyway.
25,
Jesus Christ, Nick.
I don't know why I
Okay,
got
I'm
4.
rolling.
Nick's got
I'm
4
rolling
as well.
lucky.
I guess we're already
I'm
going
terrible
for
at
it.
stuff.
12 is better.
Slightly.
I got a 19.
So, 25 plus 21 plus 12 plus 23. What's maths?
Definitely. We should definitely
Plus
hit 80.
21 plus
Plus
12
plus 23. 81, just barely.
and then you got to add my 19.
Oh, yeah, plus,
my
yeah, plus
19 is
Okay, yeah.
100, so we've done it.
You've done it, easy.
What did the queen
Right.
get?
Good question. Nat 2.
What?
It's fine.
She's not good at stealth, guys.
Obviously.
And yeah, so like you all like sneak forwards, and I think like the queen is like conscious to like keep back and keep away from all of you, so she doesn't like draw attention to you. As you like draw closer, you can see sort of like the edge of what looks like a pile of gold, which the kobolds are like coming, like dumping these sacks of like jewelry and shiny rocks that aren't quite gems onto the ground, as like a lot of the valuables in this city have long since been picked clean, and they're like bowing and stepping back, and one of them like comes forward with like an empty sack and like says something in kobold, which I don't think you're like close enough to hear, and an enormous green claw just comes down and crushes the thing.
Oh,
Oh, it's like how to
Yikes.
train your dragon.
Dragon appears to be lying on top of a pile of gold. Not an
Well.
enormous pile of gold, but definitely a pile of gold.
well, you know at least one the dragon is still here, so we know that much.
The queen
facility.
sees this and smirks.
What?
Like
Like,
kobolds, man, she doesn't give a shit.
it's like I know they're kobolds, but like that's still a life just killed for no reason.
It's like, well, I mean, I wouldn't have had kobolds gathering for my horde, but meh.
Is she smirking at the amount of money? Like, is she saying this dragon's broke as fuck?
I mean, this dragon is broke as fuck for a dragon.
Okay.
There's probably like a good 1,000 gold worth of like stuff in that pile.
So he doesn't go to the dragon Waitrose. He has to go to the dragon Audi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Rough.
Can't make it to Dragon Morrison's.
So, which dragon just like smashed up a guy?
That would be the green dragon. I can give you a name if you would like. You heard it earlier. It was Choveru. CHOVERRU.
Choveru, you said.
Yep. Not one of the Queen's direct descendants, but an adult dragon nonetheless.
What did he smash?
Little kobold, little lizard creature. They're like lizard goblins.
I just assume they're like the things from Zelda.
Kind of. They're a little bit like smaller than Lizardfoss.
That's it.
They're like goblin sized. And currently like that appears to be what you are looking in at. If you'd like to wait your, what, you said 40 minutes?
I think it was that. We said
Okay.
about 40 minutes until
Well, you can make the assumption over the next 40 minutes that the frogs, if they haven't made it to the hatchling pods, they're probably not far away. The Queen will say to you all, the twins will probably wait a while if they don't hear anything from us, but eventually they will attack. if not to try and avenge me, who they would assume is... No, I don't think they would assume I was dead unless they heard something.
Shall we? Can you send them a message to say like we're prepared if they are?
I'm not really a wizard. I have like a couple of spells, but sending isn't one of them.
Ah,
Yeah, and I only have one third
She
level
like
spell slot left.
waves the halberd.
yeah, that makes sense. um, Shall we just assume that they've gone, or shall we use up that last spell slot that you have?
Can we save it for next session? Because I need to have some.
Can do. I mean, it's you guys are like basically ready to make the attack now. We can make the decision next session whether you're just going to attack or whether you're going to cast sending.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, assuming the dragon doesn't escape, the fight is like 2 minutes tops in real time.
Yeah.
So you could always hold off on sending until after the fight, and as long as the dragon doesn't escape and like raise the alarm.
It's all to do with making sure that sonic oscillator hits. No pressure, Matt.
No
You
pressure.
got Stony who can help you. Rocky?
Rocky-chan.
Stony Chan, that's in the D&D chat there.
Stony.
Nick.
Anyway, good game, everyone. If we're going to call it there. Thanks for coming online.
Awesome.
Thanks, Logan.
Nice.
That was a
Go.
great game.
Yes, thank you, Logan.
Yeah.
That was
Thank you very much.
fun. Welcome back to combat.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it?
Next
Oh,
one
I,
will be so
I
easy,
just
my
remembered. I didn't use any wild magic, Serge.
You want to roll one now?
Shall we to end the session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. D20, 5 or lower.
You have a heart attack and die.
No wild magic.
Yeah, but I did miss like 3, so.
Still nothing. Still nothing.
Sorry guys. I tried.
Alright, you'll get wild
I
magic
thought
in
we
the
would
next
end on a high
fight.
note.
As the fight is immediately triggered by by Hierarchin bursting into
Oh, no.
flumps. The flumps all
Oh,
go,
God,
"Don't
I
worry,
missed
we'll get the dragon!" and rush the dragon. Immediately evaporated. Anyway, good game, everyone. Thanks for coming online.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Gonna
Have a
go
good
have a
week.